5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com. The home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Oh! The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
High drive, deep right field. Garcia will turn and watch it fly halfway up the pavilion. Muncy homers and takes over the team lead with his 14th. That's so hard. Now the chance right here. Freeland will charge and shovel it with the glove to finish the game off.
Don't use your bare hand to throw the ball. Use your glove.
Dodgers flex on this Sunday rubber mat.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
The Spurs are going to the NBA Finals.
Look at the emotion from Wemby. Unbelievable. This is what you want to see. A young team growing up on the biggest stage. Look how his teammates.
They have arrived.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
How do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. On 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app. And on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Give me a freaking break.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
What a catch by the tight end.
Gungus. Right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
I've danced with the devil.
It is smooth, baby. Yeah.
Free mahi-mahi, free mahi-mahi.
Everything needs to be Dodger-related addressed to Bergie.
And good morning. What are we doing? Are you on mic? 7:02.
Whack, whack.
Welcome for a Monday to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on this 1st of June, 2026. Oh, so what city is Sedano in?
I'm back home.
Oh, you're back home.
Looks like he's at the crib.
I haven't set up my camera yet. Hold on.
Oh, really?
Heading out tomorrow.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm going to skip media day. I need a day. I need more time at home. I can't just like. I need to be home for at least a few minutes. You know what I mean?
I actually thought to myself, maybe he'll come in studio this morning under the presumption, by the way, that you were even in L.A.
Yeah.
But I was thinking to myself, man, this kid must have gotten done Saturday night, flown home, got a day Sunday with the family. You walk in, your kids are like, "Who's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know you?"
Yeah.
And then, just need a little bit of home time, man. Sleeping in your own bed is a good thing. And when you rarely do it, man, you miss it.
I got a full 8 hours. It was great.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that, Mazel Tov.
Let's see.
Yeah, mazel indeed.
Yes.
As somebody once said.
Right on.
So I'd actually like, before we get to the basketball, I actually want to start with the Dodgers because I do think winning 2 out of 3 against Philly, I thought was important. I think that they continue this streak of winning a series. And that's all you want out of them. Just like, hey, Philly has had some struggles, although they're playing much, much better, right? But just keep winning 2 out of 3, right? It felt like April was a little tumultuous. We're like, what's going on? They're not really hitting the ball. I still feel like they could be hitting the ball a little better at times. But, I mean, yesterday was not one of those days.
Mm-hmm.
But, you got some injuries you're dealing with. You've got some of the depth now showing off a little bit. I actually feel like things are starting to come together in a good way, despite maybe some of the things they may be dealing with.
Bergie, Little Radio Rinaldi action early this morning.
Oh, yeah. I know where you're going. Are you going with my boy Ryan Ward?
I mean, what a great story, right?
What a home run.
I mean, for a guy
crushed.
To make your major league debut. And when I say, listen, his debut at Dodger Stadium, really,
home debut,
because he played earlier in the season when they played at Colorado when Freddie was on paternity leave. He actually did step up and play in those series. But to make your debut at Dodger Stadium in a Dodger uniform, and you're 28 years old and you've been toiling, is that a real word? I don't even know if it is.
Toiling is a real word.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. And you've been in the minor leagues, and you've been a big home run hitter in the minor leagues, but you've kind of got this reputation for a guy that hits bomb home runs but doesn't really make a lot of contact necessarily, or doesn't have a lot of consistency at the plate. To be 28 years old, to keep a positive attitude while in AAA, to be one of those guys that has to kind of work off-season odd jobs because you're just trying to make it all work, and to get an opportunity to hit a bomb in Dodger Stadium, that, ladies and gentlemen, that's what Radio Rinaldi's all about.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah, no, he was fantastic. The whole team, what you're seeing, Sedano, is they're all starting to come together as a full team in every different spot. The starting pitching has been phenomenal. Phenomenal recently. The bullpen has been really, really good. I think they're still the best bullpen in baseball, despite what Tanner Scott did on Saturday. And the hitting is starting to come along as well. And none of those guys are really hitting all that well, besides Andy Pajes and maybe Max Muncy.
But the thing is that when you get a guy like Ward to come up and he makes an instant contribution, when you have a guy like Alex Freeland, by the way, that play at the end of the game, that ended the whole thing. I know we just played the audio, was amazing, right? That little toss with his glove, right? And then Alex Call as well, right?
Alex Call has been great.
Yeah, I mean, so
everything you want from a guy that is just going to be a pinch hitter.
But think about those three names that I've just given you. Not one of them is Ohtani. Not one of them is Freddie Freeman. Not one of them is Mookie Betts. Not one of them is Will Smith. You're talking about the Dodgers yet again showing off to the world like they got another guy and another guy. And every time they bring a guy up, where'd he come from? They got another guy.
Yeah, they have more guys in the minor leagues too. Like we talked about when Teo went down, James Tibbs III has been hitting home runs every single day in AAA, so he's ready to come up at some point. But he's blocked because Ryan Ward is here.
Yeah. Now listen. Look, I think it was a good series. They're starting to kind of develop the way we'd like. There are still things, to Berg's point, that you'd like to see better, but it is only June 1st, right? So. There's time. You want to see over the next 6 weeks or so, 8 weeks, you want to see things start coming together before you get to the trade deadline. Speaking of which, if the Dodgers get Tarek Skubal, I think everyone's just going to, shut down the season already at that point.
Oh, man, really?
You think it's going to wait till December? You think people are pissed about December 1st? Be ready to hear the fury if they do end up with Tarek Skubal. Now, I don't know how likely that is. I mean, people are reportedly saying they're the favorite, whatever. Reportedly, on June 1st doesn't really mean anything yet. But if they do, I think people are going to be freaking furious.
Oh, no, people will be going crazy because then you're adding just another guy, another two-time Cy Young Award winner to this pitching staff. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do. Basically, Roki, Sheehan, Wroblewski, by the way, amazing on Friday. But all of them are going to get pushed down. It's going to be too much.
I actually do not want to see them get that.
I don't really want to either.
The same way I didn't want to see the Dodgers get Juan Soto when that conversation was being had.
But the difference was that was a free agent move, and this is a trade. I mean, you have the assets to trade for sure.
Well, I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying that, to your exact point, the rest of the world is going to be like, come on, man, really? Here we are, we're having these early stage discussions about what the future of labor is going to look like in baseball. And here the Dodgers are getting yet not just another great player, but somebody that, it almost feels like they're the only team that could go out and get him and afford him and so on. I don't want to see the Dodgers do that. I like the team they've got right now. And listen, I'm not suggesting that you're not always trying to improve, but to your point, George, if you think that the Dodgers are the biggest villains in baseball everywhere else outside of L.A., it'll quadruple.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no question about it.
I go back and forth. Do I want to be more of a villain? Just give me absolutely everything possible.
I would totally want to be the villain. At this point, just lean into it. That's my theory on all of it. I mean, hell, it's my theory on this show.
But I enjoy the villain role for them, and I want to go crazy with it. But also at the same time, there's a little bit of fairness
It just
that gets
doesn't even.
involved.
It doesn't even sound fair.
It doesn't.
Right. In fact,
hey, why don't we go trade for Aaron Judge?
Yeah,
too?
right. And listen, and while we're at it, let's also get Paul Skeens too.
Right.
And then let's just root against the Dodgers at that point because
But
they're
good.
just right because there would be so much more stacked. You know, like put it this way, people when you look at Kyle Tucker, right? I almost called him Kyle Phillips again. When you look at Kyle Tucker, you know, people are like, yeah, he's okay, but $60 million, people want to see him fail because of the amount of money that he got and who he got the money from.
That's why I feel about Juan Soto.
100%. I
Yeah.
feel the same way. Like, I feel like Juan Soto took $1 extra to move across the street to go to the Mets rather than the Yankees. I'd have cheered for him for the Yankees. But he looks like, you know, he looks like money's more important. So that's why he went to the Mets. I root against that guy.
They're going to miss the playoffs 2 years in a row.
So the Athletic has the Dodgers as the number one option. They have the Rays as the number two option because they are also loaded in regards to their farm system.
Mm-hmm.
The Cubs, who have a nice mix of ready talent from the majors and also minor league prospects. The Yankees, obviously. The Padres, Cappy. The gutty little Padres are in this mix. The Arizona Diamondbacks and the Toronto Blue Jays.
Wasn't Skubal, didn't he have an injury earlier this season?
He's on the injured list right now.
Correct.
Yeah,
right now.
what is
loose bodies?
Oh, he's also got
He's
loose
got
bodies.
loose bodies too.
Oh, well, he could come to the Dodgers and just join the loose body party.
Right.
A lot of loose bodies going around
I mean,
that
you know,
Dodger
sometimes
clubhouse.
people say you in the bathroom can have some loose
Oh,
bodies.
I had loose bodies not long ago.
Well, we don't have to get into the details.
Okay, I just wanted to make that point, though,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a few
It's
minutes
okay.
ago.
We figured you did.
Yeah. Yep, I did.
Yeah.
I did indeed.
So, yeah, I mean, it'll be fascinating to see, like, what actually happens. Because the trade deadline, now that we're in June 1st, I mean, we are less than 2 months away now.
I can't freaking believe it's June 1st, by the way. Just a quick June 1st comment. This is
You
like
gonna do
typical.
this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
totally
Oh,
typical.
my God, I can't believe it's June
I know,
1st.
it's 6 months. How did
Wow.
the first 2 quarters of the year go by so fast? Why do we do this every year? Why do we
No,
all say the same
you
thing?
do it.
No,
We
but
don't.
I don't
everybody
know.
does it.
I feel like it, I don't know. It's kind of cool that it's June 1st.
But it happens so fast. This whole year has gone by so
Yeah.
fast. And
Yeah,
probably no faster than any other year, but just every year at the same time. Like, damn, it's June 1st already. How'd that happen?
Just wait till we don't see Sedano for 2 months.
Yeah.
Coming up in like a month.
It'll slow down. Time will slow
Oh, yeah,
down.
time will slow down.
It'll start
I'll tell you this.
It won't. You've got Geeter
Yeah,
around.
the stress
and,
level
and
will go
Trudell
down, I'll
and,
tell you that.
And Beto, you know?
I'm about done with Trudell.
You
Came
done
in my
with Trudell?
office last week and soaked up 30 minutes of my time. I was like, all right, don't you have to get on the air?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He didn't take social cues. Like, all right, good. That's good. Good convo. We'll talk.
That was your social cue?
Like 10
leave
minutes
the
in.
kid alone. Okay?
Then he's like, oh, another thing. I'm like, okay. And then I literally yawned in front of him. I thought maybe that would be the
Did you
next
try? Did you ever try this? Did you ever say, "Hey, listen, don't mean to be rude, but I got a call here in 2 minutes. I got to take." Did you try that?
No.
Okay, that's a good one.
I
See,
thought
that's
that'd
the
be too
move.
rude.
Cappy's actually right. That is
Yeah,
the
I
move.
know.
That's a good move because then
That
it's
is
just
the
like,
move.
"Hey, I already have something scheduled. I know this was not scheduled.
Yeah.
It's great to see you, but I do have something coming up."
Like,
in 2
put
minutes.
something on my calendar next time. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
But I love the kid.
I'm
I mean,
talking purple and gold.
He is.
He is
Actually,
talking
tonight,
purple and gold.
tonight, him and Geeter on Lakers talking.
What?
6 p.m.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What time?
Wow. We
6
got
o'clock?
like it's like the
It just
the
said 6
dynamic
o'clock. I
duo
didn't
right
hear
there.
Yeah.
6 o'clock.
6
when,
o'clock?
when our usual
Yeah.
prime time programming ends.
Right.
That's
then we go
must
right
listen
into it.
to radio. I'm going to be all
I'm
on
talking purple and gold.
Okay. 6 p.m. tonight.
Now,
am
who's
I
going
gonna
to
be
be
at
like
6
the
p.m.
driver, the A?
I'm going to go with Trudell here.
Yeah, Trudell.
I'm going to go with Trudell.
So he's like the
He'll set him up, and
power
Geet'll
guy.
knock it out of the park. That's how it
What
works.
is he?
He's on top of the,
He's
of
on
the banner.
top. Oh, of the
You know,
banner.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Geeter will react. How about
Yeah.
that?
Oh, so he's on the
Reaction.
bottom of the banner.
I guess so. There's
React
a top
to me.
and there's a bottom.
Yeah.
One guy got to be on top. One
Quack,
guy
quack.
Gotta,
I didn't say it.
what's quack quack? You're talking about like a guy A B.
Right.
You know, that's all.
all right.
Top,
Speaking of
bottom.
basketball,
Bad guy.
if I would have told you
Yeah.
that Luke Cornett would have the biggest play
Oh, my
in the
God.
Western Conference Finals,
Oh my God.
how much money would you have given me if I would have said to you, "Hey, I got a prediction for you"? Luke Cornett, not Victor Wembanyama, not Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, not Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, not Alex Caruso, not Chet Holmgren, certainly not Chet Holmgren. Luke Cornett would have the biggest play in the Western Conference Finals. How much money would you give me? What
Oh,
are the
man.
odds would give me on something
If
like
I would have been playing on Prize Picks at that time, that would have been a demon play, and it would have been like Luke Cornett half a blocked shot, something like that, and just had free reign to the basket. Like
I think he thought he could out-muscle him is what I think he thought.
Well, Luke Cornett, to his credit, is like a defensive back looking at a receiver and taking the right angle. Luke Cornett took a beautiful angle because not only did he block the ball, which was on the right side of the basket, you would have thought he might have come up with his left hand. Instead, he had like his full body, like perfectly positioned to go up with his right hand on the right side of the basket. It was a brilliant play. And then one thing about Luke Cornett is this, George. We keep talking about Hartenstein, and we talk about big bodies, and we think about the Lakers. Luke Cornett's 7'1", 250.
Oh, no, he's a big – and listen, when the Celtics won the title 2 years ago, he was a big part of their bench unit. Like, I mean, he was the backup to Porzingis in those series and played really well. He had 7 blocks in a game in the playoffs that year.
I just look at him, and I always – you know how I am, man. I always think about what could the Lakers be if they had a player like that. I'm not telling you Luke Cornett is all of a sudden going to go out and stop Wemby if he was wearing a Laker uniform. But that's the kind of big body.
Well, you need those kind of bodies.
That's
yes.
right. That's what I'm getting at, is I want that kind of body eventually to be on the Lakers. And, by the way, I want that kind of desire on the Lakers from the center position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you do. I mean, you're singing U2. Of course you know what I'm saying. Luke Cornett, what a play.
Unbelievable.
It is shocking.
When that happened, I was sitting next to Tim McMahon, Mark Spears, and we all did like the same thing. We was like, you know, like you turn to each other like, what the hell just happened?
I know. That was amazing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Play the
We did.
the thing.
Hit the bell one more time.
Do the thing.
7:16 on a Monday morning. It's June, which means you got to start fresh.
And
where
you couldn't believe it's 6 months have already gone.
I mean,
by.
I didn't even
1st.
know.
I had no idea. June 1st.
Who knew?
I didn't even know what day it is.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. That's where you got to go on June 1st. Home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Get that lube job you need. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, George, the Luke Cornett play was pretty amazing, not just because of the block, but then what it turned into down on the offensive end for San Antonio. Listen, I know this conversation has been happening already this morning, and it probably was happening while you guys were sitting there courtside. This is now Wemby's world. And, and it probably got here a little bit sooner than maybe people thought it would or expected it to be.
Not them.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it.
Not them. Let me tell you something. At the trade deadline, when they didn't make a move, they were like, this team can do it.
Well, they've gotten here now. And if it's going to be Wemby's world and it's going to be Wemby's league, then Wemby got to finish it off. But I will say this, probably 2 to 3 weeks ago, wasn't the prevailing thought, doesn't really matter, is whoever wins the West is going to win the championship.
I still believe that.
But I'm hoping, I guess I'm more hopeful than anything else, that we see a great NBA Finals.
Sure,
that we see
of course
6
you
or
want a
7
great
games,
NBA
and every game is competitive. Because the one thing we know about both of these teams, San Antonio and New York, is they're never really out of it, as both proven by massive comebacks and overtime wins.
Yeah.
But I guess the number one question I'm going to have going into these finals is, can Karl Anthony Towns compete against Wemby? Can he body him up? Can he be physical? Can he battle down low? Because the whole Wemby thing is this, and I'm not telling anybody anything they don't already know.
Yeah.
There's nobody else who can do what he does.
No.
And when you saw Chet Holmgren really fail miserably.
Invisible in Game 7.
Right.
Like, he didn't take a shot for the last 31 minutes he played in a game.
It's amazing to me for a guy that, frankly, had played quite well, I thought.
He did okay. He started the series rough and then started to play fine. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't great, but he was, like, at least competing. You know, he'd give you, double-digit points, close, if not double-digit rebounds, very close to it, in the rest of those games outside of Game 1 or so. Games 2 through 6, he at least competed in a way that you were like, okay. But Game 7 was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, an embarrassment. And honestly, like, the thing about Chet Holmgren is that you've got Wemby, and Wemby stands at the very top of the mountain of big athletic guys.
Cap, it's very personal between Wemby and Holmgren. And much more personal, clearly, Wemby to Holmgren. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you know the exact history of this? Or no?
So my understanding is that these two guys, because of how tall they were and because of how advanced they were, these guys as teenagers were playing like international tournaments against each other, because I'm guessing Holmgren's probably the top guy in America and Wemby's the top guy on the planet. But these guys have been battling against each other since they're children. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. So the rivalry got started when they were in the Under-19 World Cup, right? So international play, USA versus France. Holmgren, the U.S. beat them 83-81, okay? Wemby had a great game. He had like 22 and 8 blocks or something like that. Holmgren had 10 points, 5 assists, but Holmgren had some key plays down the stretch, okay? And this was 2021. So Wemby from that day forth was like, I hate that dude, okay? And then every chance he gets, he wants to annihilate him and embarrass him. And I mean, in that Game 7, it started that way. Like, that disrespect was personal. Yep. I mean, he dunked all over him. It was like, Wemby was like, Holmgren, watch your head.
Yeah. That two-handed dunk in the early part of the first quarter made everybody just like jump off the bench, and anybody who was watching, you probably jumped off the couch. But the thing about Holmgren is this, George. There's only one Wemby. There's only one guy that's 7'5" that can move like that.
It's the only guy he really has a big problem.
That's it. So then you have Holmgren, who's like Wemby.
Well, that's why people think Giannis is actually the real answer.
I don't believe that either.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I don't believe that.
Giannis plays with a level of force that Holmgren does not.
I will buy. But what I'm getting at is
Giannis is a legit 7-footer, though.
But all I'm saying is this: there's nobody.
Oh no!
In the history of the
that
planet.
can guard him.
Right.
No, not. But I think what teams are thinking is, and the Thunder are not one of those teams, and the Thunder rightfully are not overreacting to this because I do believe if Jalen Williams is healthy, I mean, forget about AJ Mitchell.
No, you're talking about a possible different series.
Yeah, I just think if Jalen Williams is healthy, no, the Thunder win that series.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It could have been very, very different.
I mean, he played one game and then 17 minutes over 2 other games. And he's their second best player, but them's be the breaks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, that's the reality. There is no excuses. This is also a battle of attrition. That's sports, professional sports. The Lakers could make the case over different iterations, right? Like, had they the year they lost to the Bulls and Jordan, they were decimated by injuries. Now, maybe they don't win that series in 1991, but they make it much more competitive than a 5-game series.
Well, I mean, to your point, those are the breaks. That is sports. If you're the Denver Broncos and you think you're hosting the AFC Championship game and you're playing against the New England Patriots, but your quarterback breaks his ankle the week before, oh well, pal, that's how it goes. That's the unfortunate part about it. Yeah. And that was what all Laker fans were kind of hoping there and putting out any sort of positive spin they had going forward against Oklahoma City. It was like, well, we just need Shea to get hurt, or you just need this guy to get, and that's unfortunate that that's your only hope. But that's how San Antonio won this series, is the injuries that hurt.
It helped
Oklahoma.
Them, and
it helped
that's
them
life.
Yep.
That's the way it works sometimes.
But the only one last thing about Wemby is this, and I know we'll talk a lot more.
No, we'll talk more about him later.
But I just want to say this: there's no other human being in the history of planet Earth that is what he is. Like, Shaq was unique when Shaq showed up because he was so tall and he was so thick and he was so strong.
Powerful, yeah.
But this guy
and thick
is right. This guy is not thick. He's the opposite of thick. However, we've never seen an athlete move at this size and this length like this kid moves.
Now coming up, at 45 or maybe 8 o'clock, we'll get further into this. Because does he need to win is the question here to have the league be his truly, Wemby, and to not be a bust in Bergie's mind.
That's all I had. By the way, Game 1 of the NBA Finals Wednesday night. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. here on 710 a.m. or on the all-new ESPN LA app presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Official casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Visit pechanga.com for more information. Meanwhile, it's early in the week, 7:23 on Monday, June 1st. I can't believe it's June 1st already.
I can't believe it's June 1st.
Like, we're through the first 2 quarters of the year. I can't believe we're going
to get the first edition of Bergie's 3 Things of the Dodgers for June 1st.
And it's early in the week for me to tell you about my friends at LifeSource. Don't be a city water sleazeball.
Esquivoso.
When you get out of the shower, do you feel free? You're 6 months into the year. It's Monday, June 1st. And are you able to come out of that shower, Cappy, like John Ireland, and go, I'm free, baby?
Wow. Wiggle it just a little bit.
You want to be able to not have that city water full of all those chemicals and chlorine You want to be able to take a drink in the middle of the night? Hey, maybe you don't even have a glass. You know what you do? You can suck on that tap if you call our friends at Life Source Water. The Life Source Water California factory is ready for your phone call. 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Right now, get factory direct pricing and free installation for a limited time. They're going to take care of you, just like they've been doing since 1984. Trusted by over 250,000 homes with more than 4,000 five-star reviews. Get clean water, not that gross city water. No, you don't want to be a city water sleazeball no more, especially not when you're halfway through 2026. Don't make this mistake. If you get it now, you'll have a clean summer, and then you'll be ready for the holidays, all taken care of. Don't be a city water sleazeball.
Esquivoso.
Do what John Ireland's done. Do what I've done. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. Coming up in 3 minutes on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, time to whip out Bergie's Oregon. Talk more Dodgers baseball all ahead on a Monday, Jack.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
East Central Hotel, the official downtown home away from home for Cappy and Morales. EastCentralHotel.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
I took Mom to catch a ball game. Is it time to pick her up yet? Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center has the lowest price gas around.
Number 2.
Happy Hour at Mosen. Half-price drinks, Monday through Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m., Friday, noon to 5 p.m.
And the number 1 reason.
Get ready to rock with the best tribute bands in SoCal. Every Thursday at Oasis Pool.
Morongo, good times.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This World Cup season, the ultimate watch party experience is at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Esquivoso.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Hi, this is Avner Gat, founding partner of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Avner Gat Inc. is your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call me directly at 818-917-5256 for help navigating the complexity of your insurance claim. Now back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Good morning, guys.
Oh, good morning, Abner.
Yeah, good morning, Abner.
7:29. You know, Abner thought, I can't believe it's June 1st.
I guarantee Abner was like, hello, June 1st. I had no idea.
Yesterday,
May 3rd down.
All right, we got it. Yesterday, May 31st, back in 1989, Soul to Soul released Back to Life. However do you want me, Cappy?
Oh, yeah. Really good song.
Also,
I feel like we do this song every year.
Yeah, why not? Also, yesterday in 2000, Survivor premiered on CBS.
Oh, really?
Now, remember last week, Lindsay tried to tell us it was like only 10 years old?
Right.
No. Year 26.
I don't know what you
Yeah,
just
but
said.
they do like multiple seasons in a year, right?
Right.
Yeah.
26 years, 2 seasons a year.
Oh. All right.
I can't believe yesterday was May 31st.
Also, yesterday was the 96th birthday of Clint Eastwood. 96.
Huh. Wow, what a life, huh?
Thank you. Man, you're just full of
All
wisdom
of them
today.
96. I wasn't even sure he was dead or alive. I swear to God. That's
By the
so
way,
bad.
Kasim's to my left today.
Yeah.
That brother Kasim.
Brother
Did you say hi to
looking good.
Kasim yet?
Of course I did.
Kasim, you say hi?
Yeah, of course I did.
Of course I said hi to him.
Yeah.
All right, make sure.
You know what he said to me earlier, Kasim?
What?
He said, "Hey, Cap, is Sedano going to be in studio?" And I'm like, I don't know. But I like that Kasim asked me as if I would be the go-to person to know these sorts of things. And thank you, Kasim, for that. That I appreciate. But I did not know. And I was hoping because it was like 6:54. And I'm like, if he's coming, it's going to happen in just the next few seconds. And then, boom, there he is. He showed up at the crib.
By the way,
on the
Sedano, are
radio.
you coming in for the big company meeting at 3:15? Or not?
No.
Okay.
No.
Are
know
you
what?
going to be there?
No, I'm leaving. No,
Oh.
if he's not coming, I'm not coming.
Okay.
That's my new rule. What would Sedano do? You know? So,
Well,
all
he'll-
right.
Just give me the Cliff Notes later.
All right. You know what?
Well-
All right, I'll stay and then I'll give him the Cliff Notes. How about that?
Right. Speaking of Cliff Notes, this is what you can expect each weekday at 7:30.
Do they still sell Cliff Notes?
I don't know, actually. Why would you need Cliff Notes? You just go to ChatGPT.
Right, everything's got there for you. Right?
By the way,
Those
I'm
were,
doing,
kids. Those Cliff Notes were basically the shortened version of a book.
by the way, I'm doing some great graphic work on ChatGPT
Yeah,
with
what's up?
Otis the Bunny.
Oh, yeah?
I got Otis like hosting shows, DJing.
Nice.
I made her a yacht rock DJ.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a good bun dad.
I am a great pun dad.
You are a good bun
You know
dad.
who's a great father in general?
Who's that?
And he's a father to all of us when we want our Dodgers information. He hosts the Blue Review each weekday morning with Marcus Grant at 6:30 a.m. on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. And he talks Dodgers baseball all day long. Time for Bergie's Three Things and time for Gregory Arthur Bergman.
I can't believe it's already June 1st.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
And the Dodgers
Me
have a
neither.
Where's this year
5.5 game
gone?
lead. It's so weird. And now
so
they have a
strange.
5.5 game lead over the Padres. It's crazy. in the division.
But by the way, important series coming up against
Very.
Arizona.
We'll get into
And
it.
I would say, by the way, if you're Arizona, more important for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, they're 6.5 back, so
Right.
if you get swept, you're basically out of it.
Yeah,
at
you're
that
in
point.
trouble.
You're going all the way back, almost 10 games back. But this weekend was very much about the pitching staff, which we talked about a little bit earlier. On Friday, Justin Robleski was amazing. He was fantastic. You can say phenomenal, Cappy.
Phenomenal.
June
So-
fir- never mind.
It's
It is
June 1st. Can you
I know,
believe
it's
that?
hard to believe. I can't believe it.
And Clayton
Where's this
Kershaw
year
was
going?
was in the building watching.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was. He was watching as Justin Robleski was throwing almost a no hitter going into the 6th inning, and then Kyle Schwarber hit a home run.
Probably
but-
trying to figure out, man, how can I get back out there and avoid my family?
Well, I think he had his kids with him, but
I'm just saying, who wants to be home if you can't be playing baseball?
he likes his kids. He wants more kids, and he wants to be.
Oh,
like-
really?
Oh, yeah.
How many's he got? What, he got
I think
4?
he has 4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants more?
Yeah, no, he
Oh,
he
man.
wants a family.
Dude, I met a guy the other day who told me that he was one of 11. And I said, no disrespect intended, but this is a modern question. All the same mom and dad? He's like, yep, mom and dad.
Wow.
11 kids. 11, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I said, that beat Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
It's pretty impressive.
it was. But Justin Verleski was impressive too. So he struck out 9. He only gave up the hit to Schwarber. He was everything that you were expecting him to be. Where in the prior starts, he was really kind of struggling a little bit. Struggling. He was struggling, and he looked really good against the Phillies, and that was kind of what happened over the rest of the next 2 games, where they were not giving up hits when it came to the starting pitcher, because Roki on Saturday was also really good. He gave up the 1 home run, but besides that, he only gave up, I think, 3 hits. He struck out 7. Like, he was good again, and now this is back-to-back-to-back outings for Roki Sasaki, where you said, okay, you're looking good, and he's using all of his pitches, so it's nice to see that Roki looks better. His ERA with every start is just dropping, and also more importantly, the walks. The walks aren't happening anymore, Cappy.
Only 1 walk, but let me ask you this. As you looked at Sasaki's performance on Saturday, and things looked like they were going pretty well at one point, and then Tanner Scott showed up.
Yeah, look, I mean, before that, we were on the Blue Review this morning, and Jeff Spiegel was on with us.
Oh, the great Jeff Spiegel.
The great Jeff
Does
Spiegel.
he know it's June 1st?
You know what? I should have asked him. But he was mentioning that it was that. Now I forgot the stat. Well,
oh, man. See, this is what happens when you're halfway through the year.
Right. Can you believe it's June 1st?
It's hard to believe.
That Roki Sasaki, like he was getting a lot better swing and miss. Tanner Scott had 12 scoreless innings in a row. That's what the stat was. So before that, that was just a bad outing.
So he was making up for lost time by giving up 3 runs.
Yeah, he gave up the home run. He just it wasn't his best outing, but he has been really, really good this season. So I'm gonna just kind of push that one aside.
But let me ask you this:
it was a bad outing.
But do you trust him? Like
I do.
In the trust tree, you trust him?
I do.
I didn't know he was high in the trust tree.
He is, because I always thought that he was going to have a big season this year anyway and have a bounce back season, and he has so far. So, I mean, if he's going to have one bad outing, you can let that one go. Now, if it continues to happen over and over again, then you have to start looking at it a little bit differently and saying, all right, are you going back to what you were last year? I think he's going to be fine. And then it just transferred over into Sunday. They should have won on Saturday until Tanner Scott. And then on Sunday, Yamamoto, while he didn't have his best stuff, he still was good enough to get through 5 1/3, and even came back into that 6th inning after he was already over 90 pitches. And he didn't really give up much of anything, but he wasn't allowing runs. He had base runners consistently, but he kept getting out of trouble and struck out 10. I don't know how he got through it with the amount of pitches he was throwing and kind of a little bit wild, but he still struck out 10 and held this entire staff down. That's for
okay.
Edwin Diaz.
We had multiple buttons playing. It's June 1st.
Hey, it is. When you get halfway through the year, you just push the wrong button.
It seems like let's liven this thing up. Yeah. I want to hear blow that trumpet.
Yeah. So, and then Mookie Betts is starting to turn it around also. Over the last week, he's batting over 300. He's starting to walk more. He's being more patient at the plate. So it's nice to see Mookie starting to pick it up. And so same with Shohei. Shohei, you never worry about Shohei, but he hit his 10th home run. Like, if I asked you, Cappy, how many home runs he's at 10 through almost 59 games? Mm-hmm. What do you think he would end up with?
40.
40? Yes, which is pretty incredible, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about in 100 games, he's going to hit another 30 home runs.
Right.
Yeah, and it probably will happen.
And he could probably maybe even go more.
Even more.
Yeah.
So once he starts going off, it's going to happen sooner.
But it is one little side interesting note that Ohtani is not the leading home run hitter on the team.
Max Muncy.
Max Muncy has 14 home runs. The home run that he hit yesterday.
I mean, Max Muncy is one of the all-time Dodger leaders in home runs, period.
I think he might be right at the top.
And you know what? And he's a guy who, when you say the Dodgers and you say Ohtani and Freddie and Mookie and Will Smith and Kyle Tucker and all these guys, you can never forget about what Max Muncy is. And by the way, third base, at times first base in his career, home runs. The bomb that he hit yesterday, Barry, I don't know if you saw, I think it was like 415 or 430 feet. The exit velo was like 108. I mean, it was just cranked.
It was
out
crushed.
Of there.
There was a bunch of crushed home runs. It wasn't only Ryan Ward. Alex Freeland crushed a home run.
It seemed like all the lefties down the right field line were hitting home runs yesterday.
Yeah.
George, you got to be impressed. Just saying exit velo. It just sounds kind of cool and sounds analytic. You know what I'm saying?
Can we call you a stat nerd?
I mean, I'm not really there yet, but even just shortening velocity to velo sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
I think.
So now tonight they're going to see they have a 4-game set with the Diamondbacks, and like we were talking about, if it turns into a bad series for the Diamondbacks, it's you can just put the Diamondbacks to bed at this point for the division at least. But it's going to be Emmett Sheehan versus Eduardo Rodriguez. And Eduardo Rodriguez pitched against the Dodgers earlier in the season and was fantastic. He was also in the WBC. Remember, he pitched great in the WBC. He's been the Diamondbacks probably their best pitcher. And so you can see
Cappy, do you remember the WBC? It was 3 months ago.
I
do.
I know
it's June 1st
It's a long time ago. That was in Q1, as I recall. You know?
Easily.
Yeah. But I do remember the WBC for one reason in particular, because the Phillies have one of my favorite players in all of baseball on their team, a guy by the name of Garrett Stubbs, who was my man on Team Israel.
That's right.
Team Israel. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Garrett Stubbs on the Phillies.
Stubbs barbecue sauce? You ever had the Stubbs barbecue sauce at the market?
I haven't had it.
When you go into the pre-made barbecue,
the
Stubbs. It's got a little hat on.
Okay.
It's top notch.
Really?
Get Stubbs, man.
Stubbs barbecue sauce.
It is good barbecue sauce.
Okay. I'm
you
unfamiliar.
could lick it off your finger.
Really? Is it next to the Casey Masterpiece?
Yeah.
Okay.
We get Stubbs.
Stubbs.
But Emmett Sheehan's on the mound tonight, and Emmett was kind of struggled in his last outing, so we want to see a nice outing from him. He's struggling with his velocity mostly, where he should be up in the 96, 97 range, and he's been kind of dropping in and out of that. Goes into 96, then he's at 92. So if he can stay consistent up there and look good tonight, then it'll be a big step forward for him specifically.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That is Bergie's Three Things. Tune in tomorrow. For the Blue Review
Dodger.
with Gregory Arthur Bergman, Marcus Grant, presented by LAX, 6:30 a.m. on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
By the way, I saw Bryce Harper again. This is not the first time that he's done this. When I guess asked about like the potential labor strife, right, and the Dodgers' role in it in particular. I mean, he just was like reaping praise on them, right? He says they don't just spend, they draft, they develop, and that, you know, it would be silly to just blame them. I love that Bryce Harper. First of all, Bryce Harper incredibly outspoken. Bryce Harper has always kind of just walked to his own beat and doesn't care what anybody thinks. I mean, he's had an enormous amount of pressure on him since he was a teenager. And I think, you know, he may not have been the quote unquote best player in the game at any given moment. He was in that upper echelon of players during his prime. And I just love how he's always taken up for teammates. He's taken up for other teams historically. Like, he just says what he believes. And I think for the Dodgers, if you're looking for an ally, that's a hell of an ally to have.
I mean, Bryce Harper is just a guy who has been ultra famous since, like you said, he's a teenager, since he came into Major League Baseball. And he was projected to be, I think it was Sports Illustrated who at one time
he was like the LeBron.
He's the LeBron of
baseball.
Right. And he was like uber talented even as like a kid. Like, I mean, he was a hired gun as a travel ball player when he was like 13 years old. Like, teams would show up with him and they're like, wait, I thought he's from Vegas. Why is he playing on the San Diego team? Because we hired him for the weekend and he's 13. But he is outspoken, mostly about, you know, in favor of the players and earning more money. And by the way, you would think that he would have that opinion since he got one of those mega contracts. I don't remember exactly the numbers, but 13 years and $400 million. I'm sure the numbers are a little bit off, but yeah, he wants to see these guys make as much as they can. And he knows what we all know, which is baseball has had a massive resurgence in this country as it's become a faster game to watch and younger kids can take it in bite sizes, and losing the momentum that the league has right now would be foolish for everybody.
He's also got great hair. You know the product he uses?
Tell me.
He uses Suavecito pomade. Suavecito is founded, and their headquarters are in Santa Ana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Santana.
Really? And so that's probably not by the Stubbs barbecue sauce, but the pomade.
Listen, if you come down to Orange County, I'll take you to the Suavecito factory.
Okay.
Wait, I mean, RC could just put some Suavecito.
Yeah, he's got Suavecito.
I know. I desperately need a haircut, too, by the way.
And then we can go to the market and get you Stubbs.
Okay.
And then we can lick that barbecue sauce off of meat.
Off the fingers.
Or the fingers.
Okay. Whatever you want to do, man.
Meanwhile, you know what's happening Saturday?
Tell me.
This Saturday is the CHLA Walk and Play LA, this big event. Children's Hospital Los Angeles' biggest event of the year is back. Walk and Play LA brings the community together for a fun-filled day supporting kids who need life-saving care. Enjoy a scenic 3K. See, I thought it was going to be a 5K. 3K, I'll do that like in 20 minutes. It's like 1.2 miles or something. Plus music, games, and activities for all ages. This Saturday is the day at the Santa Monica Pier. I'm going to be broadcasting live starting at, I believe, 8 a.m. Sign up at ESPNLA.com. Join Team ESPNLA. Support me, support Momo, and support the kids. Use code PLAY, P-L-A-Y, to save $10. Visit ESPNLA.com to learn more. The story that I shared on the Meet the Partners podcast, which aired yesterday, it'll air again tonight at 8 o'clock, with Leandro Hidalgo. He's a Grammy Award-winning studio engineer. His daughter, Mia, had liver failure.
Oh, no.
And CHLA, again, they don't ask, can you pay for this? What's your insurance? They just say, come on in. They saved her life. And she's now 2.5 years old. She was a baby. We tell that story along with Don Wilcox from CHLA tonight at 8 o'clock after Lakers talk with Geeter and Trudell, or Trudell and Geeter.
When you do this walk this weekend, will you be wearing like a pink tutu?
Why you got to do this?
What do you mean, do what? No, a lot of times when people do these races, they try and they wear funny outfits.
Do you think I'm going to wear a pink tutu?
You would look so cool. And maybe your cowboy boots? It's only, what, a 2.5 mile walk, something like that?
I just said a 3K.
3.1 miles?
Why aren't you listening?
Not a 3K. Not a 3K.
No, it's a 3K.
No, it's not a 3K. Come on. Not a 5K?
No, 3K.
A 3K?
Yeah, he said 3K, so you could do it in 20
Because there's like
minutes.
2,000 people.
Okay.
So it takes like 30 minutes just to start.
Okay, so a 3K is how many miles?
It's like 1.2 miles.
Oh, so cowboy boots, pink tutu? Like, you would look cool, man.
I'm
like
going to give you a pink tutu right in the wazoo.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm gonna
Well,
do.
hey, it is June 1st. You know?
All right, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We're back in 3 minutes from right now.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
It's Bethel Duran, and you know how much I love my Toyota. And right now, the deals are sizzling at Northridge and Wondries Toyota. Get a brand new 2026 Camry for just $389 a month for 36 months, $4,999 due at signing, or finance for just 4.99% APR for 60 months. What about a brand new Tacoma? I'm thinking of doing this. You can lease for just $279 a month for 36 months, $4,999 due at signing, or you can finance for just 2.99% APR for 48 months. In the 818, go see NorthridgeToyota.com. In the 626, WondriesToyota.com.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Rams fans, D-Far here. The Rams are making history in 2026, heading to Melbourne, Australia to face the Niners. You can be there. I've teamed up with True Fan Travel to hook you up with the ultimate fan experience. Game tickets, hotels, exclusive events, even a chance to meet me all in one package. This isn't just a trip, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Visit TrueFanTravel.com right now and secure your spot. That's TrueFanTravel.com. See you there.
It's starting to get a little bit daunting.
All right, guys, real talk. Are you a crust lover or one of those crust leavers? Because I got to tell you, Pizza Hut's new crispy Parm Pan Pizza is next level. It's the original pan crust you already love, but now they've baked Parmesan cheese right onto the edge. I'm talking crispy, golden, cheesy crunch with that soft, fluffy inside. Grab a medium, one-topping crispy Parm Pan for just $11.99 or go large for $3 more. Order now at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese, toppings, and recipes.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Mornings on ESPN LA will never be the same.
Now, you should put in a request to ESPN like, hey, I'm a tropical brother, okay?
Sedano and Kap have taken over Morning Drive.
Palm trees and sunshine only.
Yo soy este Miami, okay?
Back to the guys.
Oh, Cappy, this one's for you. 748. Good morning. On this day in 1989, you know who it is, Cappy? It's Cher.
Freaking love
She
Cher.
released this song, If I Could Turn Back Time. And if you could turn back time, it wouldn't be June 1st anymore.
No, it'd be May 31st.
Now, for new listeners that are just discovering the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, the reason why Cher is special to this show, when it was her birthday a few months ago, you said, you know, Cher's, she's hot for 85 or whatever she is.
I said she's hot in a very weird way at 80 years old.
And you still get after her. Apparently.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I would, listen, I would date Cher. I would show up at red carpet events with Cher. I would be Cher's boy toy, which, by the way, usually 56-year-old guys aren't boy toys. But when your lady's 80 years old, you turn back time. Yeah. Come on.
This is why you got to have a smile on your face. You start the day with us. Don't be sleepy and tired. Wake up.
Yeah, you got to attack Monday morning, man. When that alarm goes off at 3:55 in the morning, you don't want to get out of bed at 3:55, but you got to go, man. You got to attack the week. Monday starts the tone for the whole thing.
See, when we hit the air, we're awake. We don't have to wake up on the air because we love doing this. We're not sleepy. We're awake, wide awake. Also, today's National Olive Day.
Really?
I like them all. Green, black. I don't mind.
I
hate olives.
Yeah,
You hate olives?
I'm not an olive guy either.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I mean, it's very black and white. You either love them or you hate them.
I love them.
There's nobody who goes, yeah, they're okay.
Martini, give me a twist. No olives. No dirty. Just with a
I
twist.
want it dirty.
Yeah.
Kasim, you like it dirty?
I do not like olives, no.
Oh,
No, that wasn't
That's
the
right,
question.
Kasim.
Did you like it dirty, though?
Your martini.
He has no idea.
It's okay. The
He's
kid's
like-
he's warming up.
He's like, hey, man, I don't know what you're
At least he
talking
does
about.
work in here. When we got Funches in here, Funches is outside the studio most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's doing.
He's outside of the studio.
He like gets up every 5 minutes.
Yeah, he can't sit still, that kid.
Now he's definitely he's either on the wacky tobacco or he's got like something going on. You know what I mean? He's
Well,
fidgeting all the time.
Yeah.
But I love the kid.
He's also
And
got
he's got a snack drawer. You can find anything in his
a
desk.
snack drawer.
Anything you want.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Chips, desserts.
I'm gonna go take a look.
He's
Yeah.
a 7-Eleven. He is this station's 7-Eleven.
By the way, Beto Duran, the great Beto Duran, the Cisco kid, he texted and said, Suavecito founders, big 710 listeners, they once sent a kit to Mason. Now, Mason, just like Bryce Harper, he uses Suavecito in his hair, too.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I would like to use Suavecito.
Nah.
What do you mean now? I'm using some other pomade crap. I don't know.
It wouldn't look good on you.
What do you mean it wouldn't look good? How do you know?
I kind of know.
I mean, listen, all I know is I got this pomade. It's like this orange stuff. I put it all, I wipe it in my hands, and then I just put it in my hair. And
I think it's time for you to join my club.
Oh, yeah, which is what?
Yeah, just
What,
wear
the
a
hair
hat.
polish?
Just wear a hat.
Oh, really?
Just call it. Let's just call it.
It's like- okay.
Hey, Bergie.
Yeah.
I'm sure you wish you could turn back time for UCLA on the
Oh,
Diamond.
wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Job, Georgie.
I do.
Good job.
What
I
a
mean-
disaster.
Well, the women, fine. They were already in the College World Series. You know what I'm saying? You're not. They
were,
weren't
but
the
they were-
favorite to win, although they lost in a crazy game yesterday, 8-7.
By the way, that Texas Tech team that beat them, the girl who had like the game-winning RBI, she was
Caitlin Terry.
Was she the girl that transferred from UCLA to Texas Tech? Because one of the girls who had one of the more impactful hits in that game, she was a transfer.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. You're asking a question that I don't know the answer to.
You?
I don't know.
A college softball expert
I don't know.
like
no,
yourself?
I don't know college softball that well. I do
Stop.
know Nigel Kennedy, who the pitcher, because she was the one last year that balled out for Texas Tech, and she has the highest. I know she has the highest NIL of any women's softball player.
Oh, really?
So why did Caitlin Terry transfer from UCLA? Texas
There you
Tech
go.
star.
Yeah,
There you go.
but there was
You were right.
another. But this Texas Tech team, just by the way, and listen, I don't plan to get into a full softball thing because it's George's expertise, not mine. But there's another girl, George. Who's the former NBA player? Was it White Chocolate?
Oh,
What was
no,
that kid's
Mia
name?
Williams. Yeah. White Chocolate, Jason Williams' daughter. She's awesome, too.
And
although
they
she struck out in a big spot yesterday.
But they had a huge controversy when Texas Tech was playing Florida.
Florida, right, because she transferred from there, and they beamed her 5 times
Right.
in the series.
And
Jason Williams was going nuts.
Right, he was,
almost
leading a
he got
revolt.
tossed out of the building for a
Yes,
second.
that's right.
Because he got into it with somebody, and then they let him back in.
Yeah.
Because he was just defending his daughter.
So this Texas
But
Tech team-
Gainesville. For people in California don't understand. It's not the nicest, not the friendliest place.
Well, it's not really
Florida.
Florida. It's like Georgia, really, more than it is Florida. But here's the thing. This Texas Tech team that beat UCLA's women in softball, they've been like a headline kind of team throughout this whole postseason. But as for the men and baseball.
Oh, my God. What an upset, dude. I mean, they
know.
were the #1 team in the country all year.
Right.
And then St. Mary's took them out
Right.
twice.
And St. Mary's, you can never sleep on these West Coast Conference teams. I'm telling you right now that the WCC produces baseball teams every year that can pull a major shocking upset. Now, here's the other part of it. As much as if you're a UCLA fan, you might have been really upset. Oh, my God, we lost this incredible season. We've got all these guys that are going to be first-round picks, all these All-American players. St. Mary's pulls the upset. But then mine and Billy Bob Thornton's Cal Poly Mustangs then beat St. Mary's to move on to the Super Regional.
Crazy.
So way to go, Cal Poly.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Crazy. Yeah, just crazy. Bad weekend on the Diamondberg for the Bruins.
Yeah, it was, and they almost lost all 3 games. By the way, they would have been out after the second one when they lost to Virginia Tech, or when they beat Virginia Tech. They had to come back and win in the bottom of the ninth to get that win.
I know.
It was
unbelievable. But look, the softball team, you make it to the College World Series. Like, that's an incredibly successful season.
Yeah,
You
but
know
the
what I mean?
men's team.
The heartbreak is what it is, but it's still a great season. But the men's team, that is a nightmare for that to happen.
Well, I mean, I think what was
How
their,
did they
their
not get
regular
to
season?
Omaha?
Well, not even Omaha. They didn't even get to the Super Region.
Right.
No.
But they regular season, check me on this. I think they were 51-6 during the regular
Yes.
season. So they were the number one team in the country. They have all these All-American players. They've got a whole roster of guys that are going to be major leaguers. And St. Mary's, they got them. Got to
Twice.
give them credit.
Tough.
Just a brutal,
Tough
brutal
deal.
way to go down.
Yeah, no doubt. Speaking of baseball, though, a lot of sports books are looking at, we talked about this a little bit the other day, the Cy Young debate. As great as Ohtani's been, he's still fourth, man. Like, he's fourth right now. Are you surprised that's the case? I mean, it doesn't seem to be just the innings, it feels like. I mean, Jacob Misiorowski, I watched a little bit of that game yesterday he had.
He's so good.
So I saw this stat on MLB Network yesterday. I couldn't believe it. So, Cappy, he has the most pitches this season through June 1st. I don't know if you realize it's June 1st.
Today's June 1st? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How'd that happen so
Yeah.
fast?
June 1st. He has the most pitches over 100 miles per hour or over this season. How many pitches do you think he's pitched this season of 100 miles per hour or over Jacob Misiorowski?
All right, I'm about to do math on the air. Let's say the guy's got 10 starts. By the way, that might be a little high. Maybe
it's about right.
10 starts. Let's say on average.
You got nearly a dozen.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I'm going to do my math. 10 starts, 100 pitches a game. That's 1,000 pitches. How many over 100? I'll say 22%, 220 pitches over 100.
350.
Of how many?
Out of whatever the amount of pitches he's thrown. Nearly, over 1,000.
Okay, yeah. That's amazing.
So, and by the way, do you know who is number two? Like, do you know what the second guy on that list has thrown? I don't remember the name at the moment, but I remember the number of pitches.
It would probably be Mason Miller.
That's what I was thinking, but he's a closer.
No, starter.
Oh, okay,
only
starter.
By the way,
Yeah, but do you know how many pitches the next guy has thrown over 100 miles per hour this season?
I would say less than 100.
54.
Yeah.
This kid, Misiorowski, the Dodgers have avoided Misiorowski this season so far and Christopher Sanchez. And they've been pretty fortunate in that regard. Now, the Dodgers have been the best team in the sport, despite even their challenges, which is what you expect. But, man, like those two guys, Misiorowski and Christopher Sanchez, are having insane seasons. Misiorowski, as good as Ohtani's been, what's ERA, Greg? Is it 0.82?
0.73.
Yeah.
0.73.
I just know that stuff off the top of my head, by the way.
May, okay? In the month of May, Cappy, which was this past month.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
okay.
realize that.
Last month was May. Okay.
Yeah. 6 starts. Guess his ERA, Cap.
0.50.
Bergie, do you know it or no?
No, I don't know it.
Take a guess.
1.3.
0.23. 0.23
Wow.
in the month of May, that kid.
Wow. So when you ask the
Brewers.
question, like, are you surprised that Ohtani is currently sitting at fourth? If you're really, really paying attention to everything else that's going on around the league, you might not be. If you're only watching the Dodgers and whoever the Dodgers play, then you probably really are. But, I mean, just listening to what you're talking about, 350 pitches over 100 miles an hour, an ERA in the month of May of under 0.30, that's insanity.
So he's thrown 3,931 pitches.
This year?
This year.
4,000
No,
pitches?
sorry.
No, that
sorry.
can't be
That's
right.
career.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
his
I was going to say that can't be right.
Yeah, because he's only last year and this year.
It sounded like a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
968.
There you go. So
That
nearly
still
1,000.
sounds like a lot.
25% of his pitches are over 100 miles an hour?
Like over 30-something
Yeah.
percent of his pitches.
325 into 968. Yeah, you're talking over
No,
30%.
350.
Oh, 350? Get out of here. It's insane.
Boy, I'll tell you, our math
350.
skills are to be
Terrible. But his
really-
arm's going to explode.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
One of these, you can't throw that.
36% of his pitches have been over 100 miles an
That's
hour.
insane. That is really, truly incredible. How tall is that kid? You have any idea?
He's pretty tall. Yeah. I don't know exactly, but he's pretty tall.
Man, that's a whip. That is a whip of an arm when you're throwing 30+%. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the nene on that.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
6'7".
Oh, 6'7".
Yeah, he's big kid.
6'7".
6'7".
We
He
got
is
a
a
whip,
big
a
kid.
nene, and a 6'7".
That's
all
good
in.
work.
That's pretty good. That's real good, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, look at that. A little Dodger talk, a little baseball talk. Gabby, you ready? Talk Diamond?
I'm getting
Go around
there.
the horn this year?
I'm going to say this. When the NBA Finals are over, I'll be probably more ready.
I mean, I'm sitting here watching MLB Network every night. What the hell are you doing?
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
What am I doing?
Got to catch up.
Well, I'll tell you what I will be doing later. I'll be watching the next installment of the World War II docs because they got through episode 3.
I don't got time for that. And here's the thing. I don't know if I'll have time for that in the summer because, June 21st, Cappy, we are 20 days away from House of the Dragon coming.
Ooh. Oh, and we're also not that far away from NBA free agency. Know your calendar, bro.
Yeah. And the draft.
Mm-hmm.
The draft's earlier this year because of the World Cup.
And we're 4 minutes away. Are we now? You want to reset NBA Finals?
Yeah. Let's get back to the NBA.
Plus, we got a little NFL stuff.
Let's talk a little NBA Finals, a little Western Conference Finals, and a little Lakers.
Okay, we'll do all that. Plus, today could be the day, June 1st. I don't know if you know it's June 1st. A.J. Brown could be a Patriot today. We could do that later on, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now, Cappy, as we approach 8 o'clock straight up at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Nice job, Kasim. That brother Kasim
That brother Kasim's good.
He's good.
He's good.
I want him here every day because Jorge, his vacation may go long.
Oh, he got a gift, this brother Kasim.
He does.
He does. Gifted guy.
He is.
I'm telling you.
Why? You know who else is gifted? Our friends at Cardiff. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, business owners, I am one of you. I understand how hard it is when you're trying to scale your business and you don't have the money. The anxiety, the lost sleep, the tossing and turning of how am I going to make payroll? How am I going to expand? How am I going to buy that new piece of equipment? I understand because that's what being an entrepreneur is all about. That's what being a business owner is all about. And that's why when you need money, you're wasting your time by going to a big bank. They have tightened their underwriting process. They approve fewer small business loans than ever before. You're stuck doing paperwork, and it's a crazy process, and it takes weeks. Sometimes it takes months. What if I told you that if you go to Cardiff, C-A-R-D-I-F-F, cardiff.co/ESPNLA, you can fill out an application in under 5 minutes. It doesn't have any impact on your personal credit score, just so you know. And if you're qualified, you could borrow up to $500,000, and that money could be in your business account today. Cardiff, a Southern California powerhouse, has been lending billions of dollars for over 20 years. They can help your business. So if you've got an HVAC company, or if you've got a restaurant, or if you've got a gym and you're trying to scale, or you need that new piece of equipment, or you need to make payroll, I'm telling you, Cardiff could be your answer. So go to Cardiff, C-A-R-D-I-F-F, cardiff.co/ESPNLA. That's cardiff.co/ESPNLA. Fill out that application, get qualified, and get that money in your account today from Cardiff.
8:02 when we return in 4 minutes from right now. We go talk NBA Finals and Lakers. That's next on your morning show, Jack. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Providence. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m., and try our new Chili Crisp dumplings, paired with a premium or beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm. Here's your Cosm calendar for the week of June 1st. Check this out. The NBA Finals start this week, and you can be courtside Wednesday and Friday and witness every dunk, three-pointer, and buzzer beater in the Cosm Dome. The Cosm Dome is a gigantic 87-foot wraparound LED display that drops you right in the middle of the game. Go to Cosm.com to secure your seats right now. And while you're locking in your tickets for NBA action, don't forget to get your tickets for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in shared reality. Rediscover the enchanting world of Harry Potter as Cosm presents this family-friendly classic during the 25th anniversary of the film's release. Cosm has delicious appetizers, entrees, and dessert options in addition to all your favorite cocktails and beers. Available in both the Dome and the Hall. Don't forget to check out a breathtaking 360-degree look at the city on the Cosm deck. There's so much to see and do at Cosm. Visit Cosm.com and check out all the events for the next 7 days. And that's your Cosm calendar for this week. That's your Cosm calendar.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Oh, no, I dropped my lip balm in the water. I can't think of anything worse than the looming threat of potentially having chapped lips. It was ginger vanilla, too, my favorite flavor.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the?
Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto.
Nice. Who's that?
New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now.
Wait, we're famous?
Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:06. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday. It's June 1st, man. On this day in 1999, Blink-182 released their third album. They had 2 other albums before this. Man, this reminds me of high school. The name of the album that all the small things in this song, What's My Age Again, was on? Enema of the State.
Enema?
Enema. Yeah. Blink-182, Jack.
They may be the worst live performance I've
Really?
ever seen. Ever. Ever.
No, I got you
They
beat.
were terrible.
I got you beat. You know who the worst live performance I ever saw? AC/DC.
Really?
Terrible. Terrible. I left.
Wow.
I've left one concert ever in my life, AC/DC, and I think I left one movie ever in my life. I don't remember what movie it was, but AC/DC, love all the songs, horrific performance in person.
This hour, the 8 a.m. hour on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, always made possible by our friends at Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and Angelica's Insurance has got you covered. From auto and home to business and life, they build a plan just for you, even DUI and SR22 coverage to get you back on the road fast. Visit angelicas-ins.com for a free quote today. Cappy, I think Angelica's coming in today.
Angelica will be here. I'll be hanging out with Angelica, and then you'll hear some spots on the air.
I got to
of
have
me
her
and
record
Angelica.
some liners, like greetings. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, suckers? It's the 8 o'clock hour. Presented by Angelica's Insurance right here on ESPN LA. The NBA Finals are set. Spurs-Knicks Game 1, Wednesday night at 5:30 p.m. Sedano, you'll hear it all, thanks to our friends at Pechanga Resort Casino right here on ESPN LA.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious to see what transpires in this series. Like, does Victor Wembanyama have another level that we haven't seen yet, which I think is certainly plausible? How do they defend Jalen Brunson as opposed to the way they defended Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? There's so many things to me, right? You mentioned Karl Anthony Towns and how he kind of holds up in a series like this. I actually think a guy who made an impact in the games in the regular season against the Spurs was Mitchell Robinson. He's a guy that they use, I would say, a decent amount during games. He kind of gets thrown out there about 20 some odd minutes a game. And he's a guy that's a disruptor in a lot of ways. He's an excellent offensive rebounder, very physical player. How often will he be deployed on Wembanyama? But, Cappy, what I came away with is when watching the Western Conference Finals, is that thing was like a heavyweight fight, okay, every night. Like the level of physicality I saw up close and personal in that series was, from both teams, okay, was unlike anything I'd seen in a while, okay? At least probably since the last NBA Finals, if I'm being honest, between Indiana and Oklahoma City, because that series also reached a really high level of physicality. And, I just don't know if the Knicks are ready for that. The one advantage the Knicks have, certainly in Game 1 on Wednesday, would be that they've just been off for a long time, and the Spurs have gone through this physical series, albeit they have a lot of young legs on that team.
Well, right. That's the question. Like if you're the Knicks and you beat up on the Cavaliers through 4 straight games, and the Cavaliers had gone 7 games with Detroit prior to that, there's maybe a thought that New York was better conditioned and Cleveland had been beaten down. I don't necessarily buy that because I thought New York was going to win no matter what. But the way they came back and they won in overtime in Game 1, it kind of set the tone for a 4-game sweep. If you're the Knicks, you've been sitting around. Yeah, you're well rested, but it feels like it's been a while. When did the Knicks close out the Cavs? I'm trying to think of the date because it feels like it's been a week and change since the Knicks have been on the floor. So to me, I think San Antonio has the advantage, certainly in Game 1 for a variety of reasons. One, obviously they're coming off a 7-game war, but they've been playing. They're hot right now. New York could theoretically be rusty. Number 2, Monday, May 25th. Thank you, Kasim. So when you're the Spurs, you have just dispatched, George, the defending champions that most people did not think were beatable until San Antonio showed up. And then it reminded everybody, if you just look at the probably 7, 12, I would say of the 12 games they played this year, San Antonio won 4 or 5 during the regular season, and obviously they won 4 of 7. So they beat them 8 times this year when most people didn't think that could happen. So if you're San Antonio, you've got all this momentum because not only did you beat the defending champs, let's not discount that you were in Oklahoma City. You were not in San Antonio. They won the series in Game 7 against the defending champs on their home floor. Now you come home for Game 1. And San Antonio is going to be going absolutely nuts. And they've got all this fresh, momentum from having just beaten Oklahoma City. And New York's been sitting around since when, Kasim? May what?
May 25th.
May
Monday.
25th.
So over a week.
Be 10
well
days.
Over a week. They will have been sitting at that point 9 days.
Right. 9 days. It's a long time to be off this time of the year. Long time.
And I think that, again, like, the Knicks are going to come into a series where these guys are really physical. Like, again, both those teams in the Western Conference Finals, that thing was just like, it was a heavyweight fight in every which way you can imagine. And the Knicks, if you look at their path, right? So they played Cleveland, whose defense is, to put it mildly, not great. Okay.
Played Philadelphia prior to that.
Philadelphia was, defense is okay. You know what I mean?
But they dispatched with Philadelphia. I mean, they were on a 12-game winning streak, right?
Yeah. Atlanta's defense is probably the best defense they faced. But here's, in the East, they actually avoided the teams who play defense the best, in my opinion, right? Like, they avoided Boston, who plays pretty darn good defense. They avoided Detroit, who was the best defensive team in the Eastern Conference and certainly would have replicated some level of physicality that the Spurs would employ in a series against the Knicks. So that's the thing I worry about with New York. I think the Knicks are going to put up points because that's just what they do. But I do think they could be a little rusty, to your point, and also kind of worn down quickly because they're just like, man, like, these guys don't stop pushing you around. Like Stephon Castle, in a series where everybody's playing their asses off and playing hard, he and Caruso are the 2 guys that you watch on the floor in that series and go, holy moly, those guys are playing hard. And again, I just don't know if the Knicks can replicate that in their off days, when they see it in real time.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say to you, is that when you've been off for 9 days and you're going to practice and you're shooting the ball around and you're running scrimmages and stuff, the idea that you could replicate championship caliber intensity with just your 12 or 15 players that you're practicing with, I would think that's going to be very hard, which is why, again, for me, advantage San Antonio certainly in game 1.
Yeah, they're 4.5-point favorites, the Spurs at home. And here's the thing. I would just say that what the Knicks would have to hope for, and this is very plausible, we've talked about this all season long, the Spurs can get streaky from three. They're not necessarily a great three-point shooting team. They're like, okay. They were unbelievable in Game 7. They hit everything, it felt like. In the fourth quarter, they were 11 of 18 from three alone in that game against Oklahoma City. And still somehow Oklahoma City had a chance, within a possession or so of the game down the stretch with a minute to go.
Right.
Which I do want to get to the Oklahoma City portion of this in a moment, and just kind of how the Lakers fit into this equation. But, I think the Knicks, and again, it's possible, would have to hope for kind of an off shooting night because maybe the Spurs are just a little more worn down even with their young legs.
But I would also say this. Oklahoma City, obviously they had Chet Holmgren and they had Isaiah Hartenstein. So you had two big guys. One guy has more height and more length, and the other guy has more bulk. When it comes to the Knicks, it would be my guess, as somebody who's never coached an NBA team, I know a lot of you guys think I'm an expert like this, but I've never really coached an NBA team. A Jewish Community Center team to back-to-back-to-back titles. Yes, I've been there, okay? That's on my resume, George, but not an NBA championship. Karl Anthony Towns, and you mentioned Mitchell Robinson. These two guys have got to do everything they can do to make Wemby want to stay away from the basket. Now, on the other hand, you do that, and you might have him start knocking down three-pointers like he did this past weekend. He was 3 for 5 from three-point range on Saturday, and in Game 6, he was really good from three-point range because in Game 5, he was 0 for 5 from three-point range. All I'm trying to say is that when you've got two big bodies, and in the case of Mitchell Robinson, he's another one of those guys, George, a body that I'm looking for the Lakers. I'm looking for a 7-footer who's 250 who likes to throw his weight around. It's not something that the Lakers currently have, but the Knicks have two. And it wasn't enough for Oklahoma City, but you put those two big bodies all over Wemby, and you then assume that Jalen Brunson and others are going to have a lot of scoring, a lot of shooting, a lot of good three-point shooting. I think the Knicks are live in this series. I think this is going to be a great series, and I'm not ruling out the Knicks winning it at all. You?
I don't believe the Knicks can win the series if everybody's healthy.
Don't rain on my parade right now, man. I'm looking for a great series, and I'm looking for the Knicks to possibly pull
I'm
the
not
upset.
saying you won't have a great series. That's not what I said. I just don't believe that if everyone's healthy that the Knicks can win this series. As a matter of fact, I think the Knicks need to win Game 1. If they don't win Game 1, they can be in serious trouble in this series.
Do you think it'll be an exciting series, or will it be boring like Bergie said the Western Conference Finals?
Well, Bergie, is the Western Conference Finals okay now? They had an amazing Game 1, a historical Game 1, and a classic Game 7 that was one possession away with a minute or so to go.
Game 7 was extremely exciting. Game 2 had some excitement.
Greg, nobody's going to remember Games 2 through 6. Nobody will ever remember that.
Of course not. You're going to remember Game 1 mostly, and Game 7 was a lot of fun.
Game 7 was good, right?
Yeah, Game 7 was a lot of fun.
Right, because you had San Antonio take a big lead.
Then the Thunder came back, took the lead, but they only get like 2. They only go up by like 2.
And then in the third quarter, they're going back and forth.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. And then in the fourth quarter, like to your point, George, it may have been a 6 or an 8-point game, but it didn't feel over.
Oh, no. The Thunder had, when Cornette made that block, that would have made it a one-basket game.
It was that big of a play. It was that monstrous of a play in the game.
And Wemby had 5 fouls at that point.
Well, and he was sitting on the bench. That's why Luke Cornette was in the game in the first place. That's right.
The drama that was built to that moment, that Luke Cornette ended up having the greatest play in the series, was unbelievable.
Yeah. Can I just say one thing, though? I always look at all of this stuff through the eyes of the Lakers. I can't help myself. I always come back to how does this impact the Lakers? And I'm just
the Lakers are far away currently.
Correct. But here's one thing. This is my biggest takeaway from San Antonio's upset win.
Yeah.
Over.
By the way,
Oklahoma
Berg,
City.
I saw on the rundown that you had something in there, or I don't know if Lindsay did the rundown.
Lindsay does the rundown, and then
where it's like something was like it said something like people think the Lakers, or hold on, what was it? Let me see here.
Was it early?
Because the Thunder were missing clearly Jalen Williams and AJ Mitchell.
Huge losses,
monstrous. And it says here, a lot of Laker fans saw this and said the same thing about Luka, because Jalen Williams said they would have won if he played, which I believe that would have probably been the case.
What Laker fans said that if Luka would have played against Oklahoma City, the Lakers
they would have maybe won a game or two. They were
said
not winning that series.
Yeah, I don't know who said that.
Yeah, I would. I know she's not around today, but like I would have loved to know. Like I wish I would have seen like a link of that, like where that's actually being said.
Well, that may
I
not
don't
have been
believe
said.
that.
It may have been an opinion from Lindsay.
Right, yeah,
perhaps it
Lindsay
could have been.
opines a lot when she builds these things.
Finding a way to take a shot at Luka.
Of course, always.
He's not even
always
here.
a shot at Luka. Always.
Although in this case, it wouldn't be a shot at Luka.
No, but the shot is that he was unavailable and LeBron had to carry the Lakers to the finish line.
There's always something behind it.
But can I just say one thing though? Like for me, I always look at everything through the lens of the Lakers. And here's the one takeaway from San Antonio upsetting Oklahoma City in this series. And again, Game 7 on the floor of Oklahoma City, the defending champions, etc. Has it ever been more evident? And I thought this a year ago, but more so today, that the NBA is a young man's game. Look at the Spurs. They're children. Like, there's a couple of these dudes that can't even go in and buy a 6-pack of beer. They're babies. So my only thought is, listen, I realize what kind of a year LeBron had. I realize how he carried the Lakers in that series against Houston. I will always give him all that credit. But he's twice as old as all these guys. It's a young man's game. If I'm the Lakers ownership, as great as LeBron was down the stretch, he's twice their age. What are we doing? We're not building a championship team by bringing back 42-year-old LeBron James.
Especially not for the amount of money.
But you're also not building a championship team without bringing him back, at least in 2026, 27.
No, you're trying to build for the future.
Right, but building for the future is not is a luxury that their own general manager has told you they do not have.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Okay.
I don't believe him.
Because what, next year, no matter what, they're not, who was it that said, was it Wilbon that said
No, it was Wendy.
Wendy saying that they're not going to win next year anyway. So if you're not going to win next year anyway, shouldn't you just start building like the Knicks did, like the Thunder did, like the Spurs did?
I mean, I get it, but
you have to be deeper like that.
Do you think Lakers, okay, I get it, yes. But do you think Lakers fans are going to be okay with just being like, oh yeah, we're just going to be competitive?
I think Laker fans would be okay with this. Hey, it's time to move on from LeBron because it's time to hand over the franchise to Luka, and we have to start preparing to beat this San Antonio team and this Oklahoma City team. And by bringing LeBron back, we're not preparing for it. We're perpetuating what we already were.
Right. I just think that, well, look, Jovan Buha is reporting out there that they're not prioritizing LeBron. They're going to prioritize Austin.
And that's a dangerous game too.
That's also not something I know I'm so happy about. Right. Right.
Well, let's talk about that on the other side. Let's get into that a little bit on the other side. But first, Christopher, why don't you tell us about your good friends at Providence?
Actually, first I'm going to tell you about Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. The Freeway Series is coming. Join Greg Bergman. Hey.
It's starting to get a little bit daunting.
Join Greg Bergman at Clearman's Galley in San Gabriel for a Blue Review watch party this Sunday, June 7th at 1 p.m. As the boys in blue take on the Angels, our friends from Milagro Tequila will be pouring their signature freshest margarita straight from the Margarita Mobile. Come hang with Greg Bergman. That's the second time I've said his name. And resident Angels fan Sam Boney. All right. For ice-cold margaritas, giveaways, and plenty of baseball bragging rights during the Freeway Series. You thought this liner was done? No, one more line. Sunday, June 7th at Clearman's Galley. See you there. Bergie, I might need another printout of liner.
Why? You had to tear that one off?
It's like a 30-second liner. Meanwhile,
it should be like a 15.
Yeah, that was not
too long,
We can shorten.
Meanwhile, let me tell you about my friends that I won't be tearing up their copy. Providence. Providence reminds you to stay in the game by prioritizing your health. Many of the biggest health risks men face, like heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, can develop without warning. But with annual checkups, routine screenings, and knowing your numbers like blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar, you can take control before your problems start. Talk to your doctor about important screenings like prostate and colorectal exams. Cappy, get both checked up. You got to get that prostate checked, too.
I've had it checked, and I've had the other one checked as well.
I know, up the old wazoo.
Oh, yeah.
Stay active with regular exercise, eat a balanced diet, and don't overlook your mental health. Prioritizing sleep, managing stress, and staying connected are just as important as physical fitness. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with expert care and compassionate support right here in Southern California. Protect your health and get back to the moments that matter most. Learn more at Providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show returns in 3 minutes from right now on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Visit CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Avoid the rush by voting early. You can visit any vote center daily from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Visit plan.lavote.gov to find one near you. Don't wait. Brought to you by the Los Angeles County Registrar.
Rams fans, D-Far here. The Rams are making history in 2026, heading to Melbourne, Australia to face the Niners. You can be there. I've teamed up with True Fan Travel to hook you up with the ultimate fan experience. Game tickets, hotels, exclusive events, even a chance to meet me all in one package. This isn't just a trip, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Visit TrueFanTravel.com right now and secure your spot. That's TrueFanTravel.com. See you there.
You ever drive past a building and think, somebody really built that? Right now, there's an opportunity to be that somebody. If you're looking to get into the masonry trade, tile layers, marble masons, caulkers, brick and block layers, this is real hands-on work with real rewards, top wages, full benefits, and some of the best apprenticeship training out there. Build a future that lasts. Join the union that's got your back. Call 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on.
And this is going to get a little complicated, Cappy, so follow me here
I'm
for a
listening
second.
very intently.
Mornings on ESPN LA will never be the same.
I'm listening very intently. Go ahead. I can't wait to hear what's about to happen next.
Back to Sedano and Kap.
8:28. Good morning, Jack. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday, June 1st, Cappy.
It's like rain.
Happy 51st birthday to this young lady. Alanis Morissette, one of the biggest albums of the 90s.
Still love this song. Still love
Jagged
that
Little
album.
Pill.
Yeah.
This song's called Ironic, the biggest hit on that album.
She's good in concert.
That's
I saw
what I
her
heard.
about a year or two ago.
Yeah?
I saw her at the Hollywood Bowl. She was great.
I became a man to this album. You know what I mean?
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that when you were 14?
13.
13 years old, you became a man, huh? Right after your bar mitzvah. Gotcha.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Fergie, I have never been to a show at the Hollywood Bowl.
No?
August 10th, I'm going to go see John Mellencamp.
Really?
And then the next Monday, August 17th, one of my top 5 bands of all time, the Black Crowes.
Nice.
So back-to-back Monday nights in August.
Today's also National Barefoot Day.
Oh, yeah?
Now, I'm not a big barefoot guy. Like, I always got to be wearing something in the house. I just wear flip-flops in the house a lot.
Oh, but that's shoes in the house.
No, I mean, but they're
like
like
shoes in the
indoor flip-flops.
But you have just indoor shoes.
Yeah, they don't go
indoor shoes.
outside.
Okay.
Indoor shoes. Because, you bring a lot of excrement in on your shoes, So, like, when you walk into your house, you got a lot of stuff on the bottom
But I
of
don't
your
like
shoes.
how my feet feel on the tile or the wood.
No, that's why it's good to have inside shoes.
I would be barefoot all the time. If I could. Always.
I don't like how it feels.
I loved barefoot. Less so now because I've got like a toe injury from years ago that has.
What happened to your
like
toe?
Some arthritis years ago. Just a lot of running, hiking, just
really?
wear and tear. So after a while, I can't. It just kind of like it hurts. So I on the one toe. So I've got to. So I got inside shoes, and then it works.
Yeah.
Some slippers? You got some slippers there?
No, they're like almost like Croc-like.
Yeah.
They're like
The problem with slippers, and I like slippers, and I got a pair at Stephanie's house that I'll slide into when it's cold, but your foot gets moist in there. Then you got a moist foot.
We talking about like an Uggy slipper?
Yeah, like that
with
doesn't-
that.
yeah.
No, it gets
But a
hot.
Croc is nice because
Yeah.
it lets you breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want
Nike
a moist
has
foot.
a version of Crocs now that are very comfortable.
Who does? Who has it?
Nike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about, see, now I have one pair of Skechers completely dedicated to indoors
I
exclusively.
got that pair of the indoor Skechers.
Yeah. So like if I have my indoor Skechers on and I have to go outside to the garbage or something to go to the garage, I flip out of the indoor Skechers into the outdoor Skechers.
Right.
Then when I come back in, outdoor Skechers stay, indoor Skechers back on. I love the Skechers.
Well, we all do. We know that.
I know. They're the best. And I know people give me a hard time about it still. They're like, "Oh, you're a boomer." I'm like, "Yeah, try these on." Most comfortable shoes
But
you'll
no,
ever
it
wear.
changes your life. When
Yeah.
you become part of the Skechers fraternity, similar to Phi Beta Kappa,
right?
Phi Beta Skechers. It'll change your life.
So, Cappy, let's get back into the Lakers conversation because I do want to get into this rumor about the Rams and Myles Garrett, too, that's been surfacing all of a sudden. I mean, I love how the Rams are involved in every rumor.
Well,
it's
wait,
fantastic.
But isn't every LA team involved in every rumor? When you talk about Tariq Skubal, you immediately go Dodgers. When you talk about Giannis, you immediately go Lakers. When you talk about a guy like Myles Garrett, the first name that comes to mind is Rams. The LA teams are known nationally for getting the biggest stars, or at least being the top destination for the biggest stars. And by the way,
I would say the Giannis one is probably the least likely of those scenarios. But, I mean, the Tariq Skubal thing could be real.
I'll tell you one thing, though. When you think about Myles Garrett, the rumors began, George, last basketball season when Myles Garrett showed up in the ESPN LA suite.
Yeah.
People started circulating it around. Oh, my God, Myles Garrett's in the ESPN LA suite. You know that ESPN LA is a business partner to the LA Rams. What's he doing here exactly? And that's
They're
where
also a
these rumors
business
started.
partner of the Cleveland Browns. So.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just circulating rumors.
Yeah, but nobody, I don't think anybody circulated that except
I just
you.
did. Yeah,
You're the
I
only one that
circulated
knew.
it. I
Well,
just
that
did.
was you who
Yeah,
felt that
it was
way.
me who did it.
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
that was me. Yeah, I'm the one who did it.
Oh, boy.
People are speculating.
He was the guest of owner Sam Pines.
Yes.
Because of Cleveland.
And he was great.
Just so we're clear. Because of the
And
Cleveland
he's a huge NBA fan.
Yeah, and he's a sweetheart of a guy. Let me tell you something. I spent time with him that night, just BSing with him. He's a sweetheart, a doll.
He's a monster NBA fan.
Yeah.
So real quick, getting back to the NBA. So I mentioned Jovan Buha has a report that Reeves is the priority, and you said, "Oh, well, I don't know, that's not so great either." What's not so great about that?
I guess here's my thought is that if you're going to run back the Lakers that we just saw again next year
without LeBron.
No, I'm saying even with LeBron.
Oh.
You're not really pursuing a championship. You're perpetuating the past. You're not really preparing for the future. My issue with Austin Reeves is this. I love Austin Reeves. I'm a huge fan. I love underdog guys who aren't drafted, who become stars. I love stuff like this. And I'm not even really ready to beat up on Austin Reeves because of his postseason. Because let's face it, the guy was gone for 30 days with an oblique problem. And he was pushed back into not 4 or 5 regular season games, get your feet underneath you. He was pushed into the pressure cooker of an NBA playoff series. And I doubt that he was 100%. But he did not perform on either side of the floor. And honestly, you talk about the NBA playoffs and the physicality being ramped up during the postseason, right? I felt like Austin was thrown around like a little rag doll. And if you can't play on both ends of the floor, you can't have two guys with similar skill sets. One guy got to be able to play on both sides. And you've already got Luka who only plays offense. You're going to give all this money to Austin Reeves? I'm like a max contract for a guy being a good scorer during the regular season? That doesn't sit so well with me.
Well, former Laker Lonzo Ball has, they have the Ball Family podcast, and because everybody's got a podcast, and Lonzo, he had a specific number for Austin Reeves. This is a guy who's played against him, clearly at times. Here's what he thought.
Do you think AR should get 241?
He said what?
241?
241.
He's up at 5-year 241.
I'm not doing it.
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves, my fault. Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Jello?
If he's on my team, he'll be my fourth.
Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not spending that
on
him.
I don't think you can do it. With today's market, you can't do it?
You can't
I
do
think
that.
you can. I don't think it's my thing is, bro, it's not like a smack in the face. Like, we're not trying to discredit him, but it's like.
Yeah, I'm not discrediting. I got 150 for him, and he's taking that shit.
For sure.
That was Lonzo.
Yeah, 150 for how long?
And by the way, I mean, I don't think 150 will get it done, but like 170 is, I'd be okay with 170 over 5 years. You know what I mean? Like in that 175, maybe even 180. But like 240 is insane, like to me. Like, and I like them. I'm not trying to discredit him. I'm not trying to take money out of his wallet. I'm simply looking at this from the Lakers' perspective, okay? Austin Reeves, in this financial system the NBA is in, cannot be a $40 million player.
Well, think about it like this. If the max number for Austin Reeves is $240 million, and you sit down with him and you go, let me ask you something. $240 million is for the complete package, right? And he goes, yeah, that's right, $240 million. And you're really not a complete package. You're more of like a 52-48 guy, meaning your offense is really good. Your defense leaves some to be desired. So if we were going to go 52% of $240 million, how about we give you, can anybody do the math that fast? I can't do it.
I mean, you want to offer him $130 million? I don't think that's going to be insulting.
Of course. Okay, so then you say, how about 150? But you see, any smart business guy would say this. Wait, the max I could get is 240. And I can get that somewhere else. But you're going to offer me 150? Isn't that insulting?
Probably.
Yeah. So, okay, think about a real number. What's a real number?
I'm telling you, like 175, 180 is the number I would be comfortable with.
And that lands you at about 35 a year, 36 a year.
Yeah, across the thing, right. It's like it gets him, starts him in the low 30s and then probably finishes at about 40.
You know what the biggest problem is with Austin Reeves? It's not his offense. It's not his defense. It's not him getting thrown around. It's not him being not physical enough. It's really not any of that. His biggest problem, at least the way I see it for Laker fans, is that it seems like Luka has kind of led the charge of he ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And that is a problem not for Austin Reeves.
It's a problem for the Lakers.
Correct. Because Austin Reeves is going to get his money because Luka has already, according to the thought process, I'm not even going to call it a report, that Luka has been his biggest advocate. Luka doesn't want him to go anywhere. So,
and by the way, you know why the Lakers are, if you really want to go like very meta here and go like down the rabbit hole, the reason guys don't very rarely take less is because of the Lakers. You understand that, right? Because they gave Kobe that contract at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like guys say, well, you took care, look at the way the Lakers took care. And I'm not talking about just with the Lakers. Other guys on other teams have said, well, look at what the Lakers did for Kobe at the end.
There's got to be a difference between Kobe and Austin
I
Reeves.
understand, Greg, but he was not a $50 million player at that time.
No, but he was a $50 million ambassador.
Correct. But what I'm saying is the Lakers are in that situation because they did right by their superstar at the end of his career, but that's also the thing that changed a lot of players' perspectives of why should I take less? The Lakers gave Kobe all this money at the end. I'm telling you, that's a thing.
So let me just make sure I understand where you're coming from. A guy like Austin Reeves should say to the Lakers or should have the mindset,
No, but what I'm saying is, no, it's not a direct correlation, Cap. What I'm saying is after Kobe got that contract, all those guys who were coming up after that for years were like, oh, no, I'm not taking less. Look at what the Lakers gave Kobe. Why should I take a discount? To help you? No, you help me. You figure out the rest of the team. I'm worth this. And that has permeated throughout the players from that point on, is what I'm saying.
I never thought of it quite like that, if I'm being honest. I really didn't. But I would say this, that would be a really bad mindset for Austin Reeves to have, because we're not talking about apples to apples in any way.
Right. I'm not saying Austin Reeves is going to go in there and say, you gave
saying.
Kobe this, 13 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah, I get it.
That I'm saying is that moment changed the way players thought about their contract negotiations.
Let me ask it like this. When it comes to Austin Reeves, I'll ask all you guys the same question. Have we seen the best of Austin Reeves, or do you guys think that there's more coming as Austin Reeves grows, develops, has chemistry with Luka, etc.? Is there more, or have we seen the best of Austin Reeves?
I would say no, we haven't seen the best of Austin Reeves yet.
Okay.
I still think there is another gear for Austin Reeves personally. I don't think there's a lot. I don't think there's gears, plural. But I do believe, like, you could see one more gear. He's 28 years old.
Okay, so let me ask you this. On a scale of 100, okay, 0 being the lowest and 100 being the highest, where is he right now? Is he an 85% guy? Is he an 88% guy?
How much further can you get?
Right.
Like
how much closer can you get to 100?
Yeah, you're probably at about 85 to 90%.
Okay, so if you're at 85 to 90, that means you have very, very little room for improvement.
Correct.
So that's my question. If I'm the Lakers.
So here's what I would say. Austin Reeves has been an incredible value for the Los Angeles
Correct.
Lakers.
That's right.
Through his tenure. I mean, incredible in ways that you could never imagine. The problem is they did not, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it, right? Like, they did not, when you have a player on such a team-friendly contract for that many years, you need to strike gold there, like with the team accomplishments. And unfortunately, the Lakers, their ceiling was, the Western Conference Finals, right? Like that was their ceiling, with Austin Reeves being an incredible value, maybe one of the best values in modern NBA history. Okay, because I would make the case that Austin Reeves is arguably the greatest undrafted player in NBA history. Like, and that is not me being hyperbolic. And especially when you factor in the contract, okay? So with that said, you have to look at it now. If you're the team, and in this case it's the Lakers, what is the tipping point of him no longer being a value?
It's a great question, and I'll do what I always do, because I'm a football meathead. I'll bring it to football.
You want to do that next?
Yeah. I'll make a comparison, George, to football. See if you buy it. Because another team did have to make a very, very similar decision.
Okay. I'd love to hear it.
We'll do that in about 3 minutes from right now.
I got 150 for him.
Write that down, Cappy. Make sure you have it.
Oh, you stepped on the drop, man.
Sorry.
What are we doing?
Come on, man. Get to the Bergman School of Content, will you?
Man,
honestly.
Stepping on Morales' drops? What are you, JT the Brick? I got it for you.
Wow.
And I hold up this man's face. A beautiful man, unlike JT with that fish hook in his mouth.
Wow.
The great Jacob Emrani. Let's talk about him.
Hey, listen, Cappy, the Garden Grove families are still dealing with the stress and disruption from the hazardous materials incident at the GKN aerospace facility, where officials say an overheated tank containing methacrylate, I believe is the way you describe it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well said.
Yes. Forced evacuations across parts of Orange County.
Yeah, and those evacuation orders now have been lifted, as we all know. But many residents of the Garden Grove area and surrounding areas are left with questions like, was my family exposed? That's the one I know I'd be asking. Hey, who pays for the hotels? Who pays for the lost wages, the spoiled food in my refrigerator, the medical symptoms, or, George, even the property damage?
Yeah, for sure. And if you were forced to evacuate, miss work, had breathing issues, headaches, eye irritation, or any loss tied to this incident, document everything, man. Save the receipts, the photos, the messages, the notices, and the medical records. Kevin.
Right, because you have rights. And you do not have to figure this out alone. You may have seen Jacob Emrani's social media. He was reminding you of all of this. Call Jacob today for a free consultation.
Call them at 800-345.
6789.
That's 800-345.
6789.
Or visit calljacob.com.
Thank you, Sedano. 3 minutes from now, what's the tease again, Cappy?
Tease is Austin Reeves, great free agent, great value. But the Lakers got to figure it out. But there's a comp in football that maybe could tell you where they might go.
It was a long tease,
It
but
was
that's
a long
okay.
tease.
We'll do
No,
it in
was
3
long.
minutes from right now.
Too long.
Much smoother the first time.
I know,
It
way
was.
better.
We'll do it in 3 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
I'm a health assistant. I work in public education.
I'm a contractor.
I have 3 jobs. I work 6 days a week.
It is very expensive to live in California.
Healthcare is unaffordable. Utilities are skyrocketing.
Tom has been fighting for Californians for years.
Tom Steyer helped get free school lunches for children.
Tom took on big oil, big tobacco, big corporations.
When Tom is governor, he'll fight for us, not them.
Tom wants to cut utility rates by 25%.
Deliver single-payer, guaranteed health care.
Take on the big corporations and make California affordable.
Javier Becerra has taken thousands from big oil.
With Becerra, it's not going to get better for working people.
Tom can't be bought. That's why working Californians like me are getting behind Tom Steyer.
Together, we can beat the special interests.
I can't do it by myself. I need you guys to be with me, and we need to do this together.
Vote Tom Steyer for governor, June 2nd.
Ad paid for by Steyer for Governor 2026.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, Huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
I got 150 for him, and he's taking that
For sure. Exactly. There's the drop clean. No Bergie stepping on it. Speaking of Bergie, you know where we're going to be Friday? Summer is calling at SeaWorld San Diego. Join the morning show. That's us. On Friday at SeaWorld from 7 to 10 a.m. Take the plunge into the brand new Shark Encounter. Now open where jaw-dropping shark species await. And yes, you can even learn to feed the sharks with a trainer. How about that? Plus, you can see the new Dolphin Adventures show and the Ocean of Dreams drone show that evening. Man, join Cappy Morales and Bergman this Friday at SeaWorld. Oh, boy, Bergie. We will be back in 1 minute from right now.
This is John Ireland. Here in L.A., we got tired of wondering what was in our tap water. So we installed a Life Source whole house water system. One system, better tasting water from every tap. No harsh chlorine taste, no salt, no hassle. Life Source is an essential home appliance. Call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. For limited time, factory direct pricing and free installation. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new Chili Crisp Dumplings, paired with a premium beverage drink, like our new Strawberry Watermelon Lemonade Energy Refresher, both for just $5, only at Waba Grill.
Sedano and Kappa taking over Morning Drive on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
All is good. Okay. On the brand new Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Yeah.
Back to the guys.
Okay. Back to the guys.
I think
Hello.
Chris.
847.
Yeah,
My
they-
mic wasn't on. That's a Tulsa move. Usually I don't
Wow.
make that move.
That was a very Tulsa move.
It is time for our Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning. Thanks to our friends at Wild Fork. Yeah, you don't know. Michael Jackson could be some yacht rock. Human Nature Jacket from 1982.
Oh, yeah.
Show them that it's human nature.
8:48 in the morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. It is time for the Morning Wood. Thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. We're out at 55.50.
All right, George, let me throw this at you. Okay, we're talking about Austin Reeves.
Right, and just to reset, I've said he is arguably the most incredible value we've had in modern NBA history based on his contract and his production. And I would say he is arguably the greatest undrafted free agent in NBA history. Like, he's in that conversation. And again, that's not us just, blowing smoke up Austin, but like, it's the reality of it. But at what point is he no longer a value based on his production and his contract?
And the max contract for a player that he's eligible for right now would be 5 years, $240. Do I have that right?
That is the max. Yeah,
Okay.
around there, roughly. Yes.
Okay. So I would make a comparison in football because I asked you this question earlier. If Austin Reeves, on a scale of 100, 0 being the lowest and 100 being the best, where is Austin Reeves? And we both agree he's in the mid to late 80s. We've seen a lot from Austin Reeves to really believe in this guy as a player. But how much more is there? How much more can you get? So if you take him from $14 million a year to $40 million a year, you're tripling his number, more than tripling it. You're quadrupling his number. Are you going to get 4 times more value out of Austin Reeves? I don't think the answer is yes, because he's been so good. Let me make a football comp. When you have a quarterback and he's a starting quarterback and you never expected him to be a starting quarterback, and then he takes your team to a Super Bowl and then he wants starting quarterback money, what do? How much more do you think you can get out of the guy? Think Brock Purdy in comparison to Austin Reeves. Brock Purdy signed a 5-year, $265 million contract with the 49ers. It averages $53 million a year. Brock Purdy is a top 10 paid quarterback in the NFL. He makes more money than Justin Herbert. He makes more money than Lamar Jackson. He makes the same amount of money as Jared Goff and pretty much the same amount of money as like a Trevor Lawrence. But he's a top paid guy. His number is comparable to Josh Allen, to Joe Burrow, to Jordan Love. Last year, Brock Purdy played 9 games for the 49ers. What I'm getting at is this. You could give Austin Reeves all the money because you appreciate what he did when he was a value, but how much more can you get out of him? We saw him get hurt twice during the season. He missed a lot of time in the first part of the year. Then he missed the entire last month of the season and was thrown back in at the last second. You fed him to the Lions. And so if I'm looking at the future of Austin Reeves, for me, George, it's a comparison to Brock Purdy. The 49ers gave him the money because he led that team to a Super Bowl. How much more will they get out of him? And how much more did they get from him this past year when they gave him all that money?
Well, I would say this. He has certainly outperformed. It's a good comp, is what I would say.
Hear
Much
that,
like
guys?
Purdy.
Hear that? That's one for me today.
It was a good comp.
Thank you.
Nice job, Cappy.
I would say that Austin has certainly outperformed his current contract of nearly $15 million. No question about it. Not even close. No debate. Okay. And same with Brock Purdy, right? I mean, he was making like $800,000 or whatever it was. Right. But what's the number where you feel like the value is equal to the output, right? Like, and the number of the contract. So to me, that number is lies somewhere between $32 to $35 million. Like, to me, that's where that starts. Let's call it 35, just to have a more round number. I would say at $35 million, I'm like, Austin Reeves, I'm getting my money's worth for sure in that scenario. Once I start getting closer to 40, I start to worry a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah. No, listen, I get it. If you're making $15 million and you get a promotion or a raise to $30 million, you've doubled your money. Will you double your production? Of course not. That's unrealistic for anybody.
No, but he had already outperformed. He was already giving you probably close to $30 million worth of production anyway.
And for that, I'm willing to reward you with this contract, which may be in the $35 million range, to your point. Hey, we still think there's more in there, and we appreciate the value that we had, and now we got to put money into. But again, I always go back to football because here's what happens. When you have a quarterback on a rookie contract, like New England has, and yes, he was a first-round pick, and yeah, he's making some decent money, but Drake May's not making $55 million a year. So when you have a quarterback that's on a rookie contract, you try and maximize that situation until you have to pay him. That's where the Lakers are with Austin Reeves. They maximized how good he has been. You mentioned the ceiling was the Western Conference Finals. How much more can Austin Reeves bring you? How much more value can he add?
Because it's not just about Austin. It then becomes how else can you build the team around him and Luka?
And that's what I'm getting at with the money part of it. Because once you have to pay Brock Purdy $55 million rather than paying him $1 million, that changes the economics of the rest of the roster.
Correct.
Austin Reeves could potentially change the economics of the Laker roster. And by the way, we understand how hard it is to maneuver in these NBA parameters as it is, with multiple aprons and this and that and all these other things that are going on. It's hard.
In essence, the second apron, as Rob Pelinka put it, a hard cap, and he's right.
I love Austin Reeves. I love what he's brought all these years.
Heart and soul.
I love the underdog story. I love the overperforming the contract.
The ultimate Radio Ronaldo.
He is. However, just because I love him doesn't mean I need to give him $40 million, even if it's not my own money.
I got 150 for him, and he's taking that for sure.
No, he ain't taking it.
take it.
He ain't taking it. He ain't taking it.
Take it.
It's a great drop.
It is a good drop.
I'd
Good
take
job, Kasim, pulling that drop.
I take it.
Kasim's on fire today.
Kasim is on fire.
I think we're going to do a parody song to Human Nature by Michael. Where is Kasim?
He's
been singing it all
Kasim.
Where is that brother Kasim?
Oh, Bergie,
that
step
brother,
on the
that
music.
young brother Kasim. Yeah.
Who else is having this kind of fun at 8:55 in the morning on a Monday?
With that brother Kasim.
Kasim, you having a good time this morning?
Having a great time.
Yeah, does it feel good?
There we go.
Feels great.
Feels great to have some smile on your
Kasim,
face.
you should be feeling the high even almost a year later of beating out that throw to first base,
Dude, Kasim,
bro.
man.
when everybody doubted Kasim, I said, give me that brother Kasim on my softball team.
We'll see what's in store this summer, you know?
The Rich Eisen Show is coming up top of the hour on 7:10 a.m.
Hit the tile, Jack. Hit the tile on the app. Sedano and Cap.
Yeah, hit the Sedano and Cap tile, and we will switch over to YouTube for our digital-only hour. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on Monday, June 1st. Who knew it was June 1st, man?
Wild.
That's all ahead. That brother Kasim.
He's that young brother Kasim.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm. Here's your Cosm calendar for the week of June 1st. Check this out. The NBA Finals start this week, and you can be courtside Wednesday and Friday and witness every dunk, three-pointer, and buzzer beater in the Cosm Dome. The Cosm Dome is a gigantic 87-foot wraparound LED display that drops you right in the middle of the game. Go to Cosm.com to secure your seats right now. And while you're locking in your tickets for NBA action, don't forget to get your tickets for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in shared reality. Rediscover the enchanting world of Harry Potter as Cosm presents this family-friendly classic during the 25th anniversary of the film's release. Cosm has delicious appetizers, entrees, and dessert options in addition to all your favorite cocktails and beers. Available in both the Dome and the Hall. Don't forget to check out a breathtaking 360-degree look at the city on the Cosm deck. There's so much to see and do at Cosm. Visit Cosm.com and check out all the events for the next 7 days. And that's your Cosm calendar for this week. That's your Cosm calendar.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and as a business owner myself, I know the frustration when big banks drag their feet on small business loans. Don't let the banks hold your business back. Turn to Cardiff. They are a SoCal powerhouse, the country's largest private small business lender, where the application takes under 5 minutes. And if you've been in business for at least a year and you are bringing in $20,000 a month in revenue, apply now for up to $500,000 in same-day business funding. Cardiff.co/ESPNLA. That's Cardiff.co/ESPNLA.
The personalities you know.
The teams you love.
Lakers are going to run some clock. Here's Smart with a 5-point lead. LeBron down the middle. Slam dunk. That could do it.
The teams you love.
The station you spend time with every day.
LA's mega sports station.
ESPN LA 710 and the all-new ESPN LA app.
This World Cup season, the ultimate watch party experience is at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5%.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
High drive, deep right field to Garcia. Will turn and watch it fly halfway up the pavilion. Muncy homers and takes over the team lead with his 14th. That's so hard. Now the chance right here. Freeland will charge and shovel it with the glove to finish the game off. Don't use your bare hand to throw the ball. Use your glove. Dodgers flex on this Sunday rubber mat.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
The Spurs are going to the NBA Finals.
Look at the emotion from Wemby. Unbelievable. This is what you want to see. A young team growing up on the biggest stage. Look how his teammates, they have arrived.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
How do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. On 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app. And on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Give me a freaking break.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
What a catch by the tight end.
Dungus.
Right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
I've danced with the devil.
It is smooth, baby. Yeah. Free mahi mahi, free mahi mahi.
Everything needs to be Dodger-related addressed to Bergie.
Oh, 9:02 on a Monday. Welcome to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, the digital hour on YouTube and on the app. On this Monday, June 1st. Can't believe it's June 1st already, man. 2026. That brother could sing. By the way, Birdie's been singing that for the last 4 minutes.
It'll be stuck in my head the rest of the day.
Stuck in my head the entire time.
That young brother could sing.
You see,
Great song.
You're in our heads and
Great
in our
rendition
hearts.
by you guys.
Go ahead, do the thing. Do it. Make sure it's not recording.
Concerned I may have gastrointestinal issues this hour.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Something's brewing.
Something's brewing.
Yeah.
You know what else is brewing?
Yeah.
Top athletes, big moments one night. The OC Sports Awards, hosted by Travis Rogers, June 18th at Angel Stadium. Celebrate greatness and be part of one of Orange County's premier sports nights. Get your tickets now at theocsportsawards.org. See, that's perfect. That's like
Really
10,
nice.
15 seconds.
Really, really nice. Hey, so I went to Starbucks this morning, George, and I have this thing, like, you guys know who Mr. Wonderful is from the Shark Tank?
Yeah, on the Shark Tank?
I
I think it's just Shark Tank.
Just Shark Tank?
On the Shark Tank.
Or the Shark Tank. So he always has these like social media videos that I follow. And the one thing he always preaches is don't waste money on stupid stuff. Okay. So many years ago, I stopped drinking Starbucks because I used to get a tall or whatever, the venti, the biggest one.
Yeah.
I used to get the tallest Starbucks every single day. Back in the day where you could send interns to Starbucks to get you coffee, that's what I would do.
Of course you were that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, go get me coffee, intern.
Well,
I'm Scott Kaplan, man.
Yeah, it was me and a group of other people like, hey, can you go get like 5 coffees from Starbucks and we'll pay for yours too. You know, I'm buying, you're flying, that kind of deal.
I'm buying, you're flying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you never
heard that before?
You fly, I
but,
buy.
But like, really?
Yeah.
It was very early 2000s. Saying.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think it was even earlier than that.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's old school.
I know Chris Myers used to tell me to go do that.
Oh,
when I
really?
was an intern.
Really?
Chris
yeah,
Myers?
When I was an intern. Yeah, Chris Myers.
Really? And you say, hey, go down the block. You know, go
Oh,
down
at-
Ventura
at
Boulevard.
Fox Sports Radio's right outside.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Hey, Chris, where can we get some crazy ladies tonight?
So I rarely go to Starbucks because in my mind, I'm conditioned now, thanks to Mr. Wonderful. Why would you spend $4 for a cup of coffee when at home you could spend 25 cents? Well, this morning I can't drink coffee on my drive into downtown LA out of fear that I would have to stop and change my underpants. So I get here to LA Live this morning, and me and Chris essentially meet at the Starbucks. But he's smarter than me because he pre-ordered on the app. I don't use the app. I don't even have the app on my phone.
Really?
So yeah. So now I have to go in. This is how rarely I drink Starbucks. So now I have to
I just
go
bought
in.
you Starbucks last week.
Right. That's
So this
on
is
the
two,
app.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I go in. I make my order. Now tell me this. Again, remember, I'm conditioned to think, why spend $4 for a cup of coffee when I can make a cup of coffee for 25 cents at my own home?
Or drink it here for free.
Right. And the coffee here is very good under normal circumstances. How much for a medium vanilla latte with almond milk? How much?
$6.70 because I paid for yours last week.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
$6.70
with tip.
Really?
Now, of course, they ask you for a tip, and you want to be generous. Although I've noticed lately when they flip the iPad, I've noticed a lot of people tipping less. Usually, I'm just a quick 20%.
Are you watching people tip?
I am. Because I'm thinking to myself, how much does this guy
Why is
tip?
that-
You know,
why
if
is
you
that your
use the app,
business?
you don't have to tip.
Oh, really?
I mean, you can't
Well, you
tip.
could. There's a place to tip on
You
there.
can add tip, but you don't have to do the eye contact because it's on the app.
Okay, so you don't tip.
Sometimes I tip.
Okay. So
if it's a
today-
big order, if it's like iced coffee,
Yeah.
come on.
So I ordered a medium-sized vanilla latte with almond milk.
See,
in
for
person.
that, I would tip.
Okay. Cost me $8.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Then don't drink it.
Well, I drank it and I liked it,
Okay.
but I won't drink it daily. $8 for a cup of coffee is ridiculous.
You know what else is ridiculous?
Tell me.
Your children making you pay for all of their stuff.
That is also ridiculous.
So you're worried about $8 coffee, but yet you're going to buy your kid a new car?
Well, we're still battling about that.
Why is there a battle? Just say, hey, here's the number to the dealership. Go ahead.
Oh, I've been letting her do this on her own. I'm like, okay, go.
Yeah, but
go
you're
ahead.
going to co-sign.
I'm like, go ahead. Go. You go up there and you talk. And now she's getting calls every day from the dealers. Hey, wanted to just check in to see what you think.
This better not turn out to hurt any of our partners.
Well, it will not hurt anybody. It's
'Cause
going to
I
help
wa-
one of
I
our
know,
partners.
I warned you.
Yeah.
I didn't want you getting involved in this.
How so?
Well, because when we give referrals to people,
Yep.
they go and they buy the car.
Yep.
They don't sit there and go back and forth for 3 weeks. So the next time I go in there, they're like, hey, man, this Cappy guy,
Well, like
he's a real tightwad.
Well, I had a friend of mine who said, hey, you guys got any Kia dealers that you could help me out with? I'm like, yeah, we got somebody. And I sent him to one of our Kia dealers, and he bought one of these Kia Tellurides.
Yeah.
And it made me look good.
Great car.
Yeah, made me look like really good. Now, you're worried that I'm going to make you look bad to George Chevrolet.
Or hit Sedano to Cadillac of Beverly Hills.
Well, I haven't touched Cadillac of Beverly Hills yet. You
Well, he
know?
doesn't want to pay for a Cadillac.
Right. I mean, the girl has to get a job. You know?
That would be important.
Yeah, she has to get a
job
job.
before car would be better, yes.
Let me ask you this then. If you guys have so much great parenting advice, especially from a guy like yourself who doesn't
Well,
have any children, even though
Bergie's
you're a
got-
bun dad.
Bergie's got a child.
All right, Bergie.
Yeah.
My daughter.
I have a child.
She was offered a job this past week, and she said to me, she goes, Dad, I don't know if I should take this job. And you know what I told her? This was my advice. I said, don't take it.
Don't take a job?
Yeah. She said, why not? I said, because it's kind of like jumping into bed with the first guy you meet. Like, or in my case, jumping into bed with the first girl I meet. You don't.
Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
You don't want to jump into the first offer. You want to take your time and think about it a little bit. And if you're not loving it and thinking I'm super passionate about this and I can't wait.
How
and
old
you're
is she again?
She's 22.
22.
She just graduated college 2
This
weeks
would be
ago.
her first job.
Her first out-of-college career-ish kind
Like
of
a
job.
real job.
Like a real job. And I'm like, take your time. Like most of these jobs, they want these kids who graduated college to have like the month of June. They say, hey, start after the 4th of July or start August 1st because they don't want these kids to go right from college directly into the workplace because they're burnt out and they don't necessarily have recovery time. I told her. I said,
recovery time.
Yeah, listen.
Oh, that's nice.
I said to her,
whose bill is that, the recovery time on?
That's mine.
It's
It's
yours.
my bill.
It's
Yeah,
yours.
my bill.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm going to
look, Cap, I will say this. I don't think you are in a good situation, although you're complaining about $8 coffee. But that you would complain about $8 coffee if you were the richest person in the world.
100%.
So that's just you.
Expensive coffee.
So what I would say is you're doing the right thing. And yes, better to her to get into a job she feels more comfortable about. Although, I would say take your time is also probably not a phrase I would have used. I would have said use the right amount of time you think you need to get yourself a job and get yourself in a place where you feel comfortable with as soon as you possibly can.
Well,
you know, like that. I just think take your time means kick your feet up. You know what I mean? Whereas if you phrase it like where I said it, hey, be thorough in how it is you kind of evaluate these job situations, and give yourself an ample amount of time to think about which option is best for you so you can get at it as quickly as you can.
That's great advice, Uncle George, because, she came home from college. She graduated on a Saturday, and she was home on a Wednesday, the following Wednesday, and she was already pulling shifts at the local pizza place that she's been working at since she's 16 years old. So this girl works at the same pizza place every day. So she's working, she's making tips, she's bartending, whatever. And I said, you're going to be embarrassed. This is the way she is. She's very competitive. She's like the Wemby of little girls, She's super hyper competitive and wants to win at everything. And she's embarrassed that she doesn't already have a high-paying entry-level kind of a job. And I said, well, when everybody at the pizza shop says, hey, you just graduated from Tulane, magna cum laude, whatever that means. You had a 4.0 grade point average. You're back to the local pizza shop? Why is that? And I said to her, you tell people I'm considering my options.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay? You don't have to be embarrassed.
And that's what the Lakers need to do with Austin Reeves.
Thank
They
God.
need to consider their
Nice
options.
job. Get me off the Starbucks $8 coffee and the kids.
Hi, this is Dr. Sarudi.
Really good job. Way to see.
You got to
through the
consider
forest.
your options as to how you're going to build this roster, Cappy. If you pay Austin Reeves $40-something million a year.
And by the way, I'm getting beaten up in the YouTube chat because I brought up Brock Purdy as a comparison.
Yeah.
I think what people are misunderstanding, what I'm saying is this. Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last pick of the draft. So when Brock Purdy leads a team to a Super Bowl and then is eligible for a massive upgrade in pay, you have to ask yourself, how much more can we get out of Brock Purdy? The 49ers, this was my entire point, the 49ers decided he's our guy. And even though he was the last pick in the draft, and even though he was making under $1 million when he led us to a Super Bowl, we believe in Brock Purdy at $1 million, and we believe in Brock Purdy at $55 million. I'll ask that question. Laker fans, you believe in Austin Reeves at $15 million. We would all agree on that. Do you believe in Austin Reeves at $40 million, knowing what it will do in terms of constraining the rest of the roster? Do you believe in Austin Reeves at $40 million? The Niners believed in Brock Purdy at $55. Do you believe in Austin at $40? That's my question.
Yeah, again, to me, Austin Reeves has outperformed his contract by a long shot. And I would say if you paid him $35, if you started the contract with an average value of around $35 million, I'd be like, sign me up for that. It's once you start getting north of 40 that I wonder because, it is so punitive in this salary structure in regards to how you build a roster. And when you see what the two teams in the Western Conference Finals looked like, in San Antonio making it to the finals, and Wemby's only going to get better, and so is Castle, and so is Harper, right? And how San Antonio has a hell of a history of building rosters around their stars. And you look at Oklahoma City, who was, within a possession or two of winning a Game 7 on the road with really one player, really carrying them in that game in SGA, and missing their second best player, and Chet playing terribly in that Game 7, and missing a guy like A.J. Mitchell, who was incredibly important to them this year Probably you would make the case he's probably their fourth or fifth most important guy on that roster this season. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you've got to bridge the gap between those two teams. And it's imperative that you are fiscally responsible in doing that.
Which then, unfortunately for LeBron lovers, although I'll say fortunate for LeBron haters, this is why you have to make a LeBron decision.
You do.
You have to decide.
But here's what LeBron's already done for you. You know, when he says that thing on the podcast of like, yeah, you know, whatever, maybe there'll be a decision June, July, maybe August, I don't know. Like, that's him in his passive-aggressive way of saying, like, hey, Lakers, put the offer in front of us. You're the one wasting time here. Like, as soon as you can put your best offer in front of us, and then that way we can decide as quickly as possible, and we can figure it out from there, whether it makes sense for us to continue this relationship or not. Like, that's what that was.
Yeah. And listen, if I were Mark Walter and I were the guy who ultimately got to make this decision, I'd be looking at this whiteboard, like the one over my right shoulder here. And on one side, I've had, here are the reasons that you keep LeBron, and here are the reasons that you get rid of LeBron. And on the get rid of LeBron side, I would start with this. The NBA is a young man's game. The San Antonio Spurs are the youngest team to make it to the NBA Finals, possibly in the history of the league. You would have to check me on the fact on that. But their average age is like 22 or something crazy. And you have all these kids that we're talking about, Stephon Castle, to go with Wemby, to go with Dylan Harper. I mean, all these guys they're young dudes.
Right. And De'Aaron Fox is not old either, by the way. And he's their fourth best player.
And so if I think that the future of the NBA is between the age of 20 and 30, then I ask myself this question: why am I talking about signing a guy who's about to turn 42 years old? And the answer on the other side of the board, George, would be this: because he's still a top 10 player in the entire league. And did you see him carry this team when they didn't have their star player who was hurt, and they didn't have their second star player who they're thinking about giving $40 million a year? He was hurt, and the old guy had to carry us. Yeah, but how far could he carry us? Well, he carried you through the first round. And then he came up against a team that you just didn't have anywhere near enough bullets in the gun. So why am I signing LeBron James at 42 years old, going to be 42 years old, when I need 22-year-olds?
The problem is, how do you get those 22-year-olds?
Well, I'm Mark Walter in this equation, remember?
Yeah.
I look over at Rob Pelinka, and I look over at my new astrophysicist, rocket scientist, secondary general manager.
Assistant general manager.
Right. And then I look over at the other guy who used to be the coach at Virginia, who's supposed to be a guy who's supposed to find me gems. Hey, you guys figure it out. I don't know. Here's what I know. I'm the guy writing the check, and that guy is going to be 42 years old. And I can watch Oklahoma City and San Antonio and know that we can't compete with those guys, and we're just perpetuating this thing because he's 42. So you guys figure it out. I'm the owner. I got the big ideas. You guys execute. That's sort of the way I work, George.
Yeah, I just think that the Lakers, there's just not a lot. I mean, unless they're going to go make a play on Walker Kessler. And again, Brian brought this up the other day. Walker Kessler is exactly what they need defensively. He's a bit of a lob threat, but that's it. Like he's very limited offensively, but he's excellent defensively. He has had some injury issues this past season, but he's young. But you're going to have to go and tie up money, because here's the thing, Cap. When you put an offer on a restricted free agent, there's I still believe it's a 72-hour window. I'm sure someone can double check that, but that thing gets tied up for a couple of days, and you can't use any of your other salary cap space, or you can't use that amount of salary cap space on anyone else. Like let's just say you offer Walker Kessler $30 million, right? Or 35, because that's probably what like Isaiah Hartenstein is going to get on the free agent market. He's going to go from 28 to probably like 35. That $35 million is tied up now. Like you can use whatever else is left to offer some other guys, but you can't use that money anymore. Like you can't just double up on the money, because that's not how this works.
Okay.
So like that's the only way you can get young is by getting a lot of these restricted guys, not unrestricted, restricted. but that ties up your cap for a little bit.
Okay, let me ask another question here. You ready?
Well, you can get him in the draft, but are you going to draft somebody that's going to be ready to go?
No, not.
I mean,
likely.
maybe you could,
but you got to get Spurs lucky.
At 25, for sure, you got to get
right.
Spurs.
You're not
lucky.
drafting number 2 or number 3 or whatever.
I mean, Keldon Johnson, who's the sixth man of the year, was the 29th pick in the draft. But you know what most 5th picks in the draft look like? Nick Smith Jr., who is a nice two-way player for the Lakers. Maybe they can. That's another thing. Can they develop any of these two-way guys? Right? Adu Thero, Nick Smith Jr., right? Like these type, Kobe Buffkin. Like, can these guys become rotational players? Because you know what? The best teams in the league, for the most part, have those guys.
My answer is yes.
Lou Dort was a G League guy.
Yeah, Lou Dort would be great. I'd love to have a player like Lou Dort who's tall, thick, great defender.
Right, but you're going to have to trade
shooter.
for him.
Yeah.
Right, you got to trade for Lou Dort. But is Adu Thero a more athletic version of Lou Dort
Possible.
that you can develop?
Possible if you, to your point, if you can develop him. Now, if you're the Lakers and all of a sudden you're going to have more than just one coach and you're going to have a full staff of people, then you got to get the best guys to develop young players because you got to try and get the most out of them. Again, we keep talking about the Dodgers. You look at the Dodgers and you think about the guys that were making contributions, in particular yesterday. Freeland, Ward, Call, guys at the bottom of the lineup who aren't making $60 million at the top of the lineup or $70 million. You're talking about guys at the bottom of the lineup who are like minor leaguers that are coming up and going back down. You got to get the most out of those guys. And that's what the Lakers have to do. And if the Dodgers now own the Lakers, and if the Lakers development team, the Dodgers development team is now developing the Lakers guys, that's what has to happen. But when you look at a guy, George, like Stephon Castle, he's a number 2 overall pick in his first year. Lakers aren't getting that. So I would ask you guys this question. If I gave you $35 million
You're talking about Dylan Harper.
Yes, I am. Excuse me. If I gave you guys $35 million to spend, and I gave you this choice, you can have LeBron James or Isaiah Hartenstein, $35 million. Who would you rather have on the Lakers?
I'd still probably want LeBron over Isaiah Hartenstein.
Berg?
How many years is this?
Let's just say just
1 year.
Well, it's probably like 1 or 2 years of LeBron versus 5 years of Isaiah Hartenstein, because Isaiah Hartenstein's not leaving for 4 years.
But
Excuse me.
But just play it out, the numbers.
So the overall player, you want LeBron. But for the future to build, you want Hartenstein.
Okay, I'll give you another one. $35 million. Your choice is Hartenstein or Austin Reeves?
I'm going Hartenstein.
George?
No, I'd still take Austin Reeves.
I got 150 for him, and he's taking that for sure.
I mean, for me, I'd rather have Hartenstein than either LeBron or Austin Reeves because I want a big man to play with Luka versus Luka light in Austin Reeves and LeBron, who's 42, going to be 42. I gotta think about the future if I'm the Lakers. Hartenstein, to me,
Well, it's not like Isaiah Hartenstein's a young guy either.
How old is he?
He's late 20s, maybe 30 now.
Same age as Austin, about?
He's 28 years old.
Yeah.
What'd you think? He was like 22?
No, I thought he was in his 20s.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, he's 28. I mean, kind of pulling into his prime, don't you think?
Well, he's in his prime now. He should be in his prime at 28.
Well, I would listen. You got to get a big body. They don't have
They
one.
do. They do. They need one because it sure as hell can't be DeAndre Ayton.
Nope. And it can't be Jackson Hayes either.
Not Jackson Hayes could be like your third guy.
Jackson Hayes is fine off the bench. Jackson Hayes brings a lot of energy. Jackson Hayes is not a starting center in the NBA.
So, Sedano, just take the names out, Austin, Hartenstein. What the Lakers need, do they need more of another guard or do they need more of a big man? Don't worry about the names.
The problem is you can't just take Austin's scoring away. You know what I mean? Like that's not like
that's why I'm taking the names away. Like if you just look at it,
you
just,
still
just
need the
Luka.
scoring. This is a league where you gotta have a complete roster to Cap's point, but the Lakers have to be very careful on how they balance the budget. Let's call it.
Yeah, because you're to your point.
I really like the silence there for a second. It was very dramatic.
Respect
Well, you had
the
to
pause.
think about it, right? Yeah.
Also, you have to respect the pause at the same time. So, but at $12 million, that's great. You were talking about value. It's great value for Austin Reeves at $12 million. At $35, $40 million, that sounds...
At 35, I'd still be fine because I think I think he would. That's kind of the value you're getting now, like 30 plus range at the moment.
Probably, but like we talked about before, you guys were, that he's right about, and if he does have another gear,
but that extra $5 million to
offensively.
me makes it worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me the wiggle room of, hey, he's still got some room to grow, and
honestly, like 30 to 35 million, it's a lot of money. It's an extra $5 million each year, but that's 30 to 35 is around the same amount of money.
The Lakers really need to hit in the margins, man. Like, that's what these teams do. Like, they hit in the margins. If you're not going to, like, San Antonio's different. They nailed 3 straight drafts, okay? Like, and by the way, that structure of the draft is no longer going to be in place, where, like, they tanked for 3 years and they nailed it, okay? And by the way, even in the years before that, when they were trying to compete and they weren't good enough, they got guys like Keldon Johnson at 29, who is the 6th man of the year. They got a guy like Devin Vassell, who has turned into be an elite role player. You know what I'm saying? Like in the middle of the draft. Like they have nailed the draft. You can't expect someone to nail the draft the way that they've nailed the draft. But Oklahoma City, while they've also nailed the draft, like they've done a good job of. Look, I'll use the example of a couple years ago, right? When you saw the Nuggets and Heat play in the finals, right? Clearly they had the top-tier talent, right? Like Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, right? Like those guys are, well, Jimmy wasn't a lottery pick. He was actually the 29th pick. But Jimmy was an elite player at that stage, no question about it, right? Bam was an elite defensive player, elite big man. They had Jokic and Murray, right? Like, Jokic, yeah, they hit on him in the second round, but forget about that. He's an elite. He's one of the best players in the sport. And Jamal Murray, lottery pick, they nailed that. You know what else they did around those guys? They nailed the margins that year. Like, the Heat had like 6 guys who had played in the G League at one point in their rotation. Okay? The Nuggets, by the way, had similar stuff. Guys that were drafted in the second round, guys that were G League guys that were taken late in the draft or undrafted free agents. You know what I mean? Like, they had a number of those guys. Like, those two teams are actually better models for the Lakers than the Spurs and the Thunder because they're never going to be able to tank the way those teams tanked. So, like, whereas those teams generally have remained, even the Nuggets, if you go back on their history, there's not a lot of years in recent memory where they've been terrible. Like, at the most part, they've been fairly competitive. Even after Carmelo left, whatever it was now, 12, 13 years ago. Longer than that now, probably 13, 14 years ago. Like, they were a 50-win team the year after Carmelo left. Masai Ujiri, who's now in Dallas, built that roster. And then Tim Conley took it over and built it even further. And by the way, look at what Tim Conley did in Minnesota. He then built the team to beat Denver, right? Like, and he didn't do it with a lot of high draft picks. All right, Cappy left to the bathroom.
Cappy left. He just walked out. Cappy just walked out of the studio, and I looked at him like he was going to say something.
Going?
He goes, "It's happening. I got to go." And he just walked out. He stormed out quickly to go to the restroom. Oh, my God. We've done a lot of things on this show. I've never had an emergency bathroom break
from a host
in the middle of a show.
You guys were just going back and forth.
And he was like, I gotta go.
That's it.
We're in the danger zone.
Look at that empty seat on YouTube.
Give me a highway to the danger zone right here. That's Cappy right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that was amazing.
That should be the song. Like, when we run that back on social, it should be like Kenny Loggins, like as he's is the ramp up as Cappy's watching me talk, and then all of a sudden, and then like when the crescendo hits, Cappy's taking off to go to the bathroom.
I need to go back and look at the YouTube and see what his face looks like right before he stands up.
Cappy's gotta make a scrape. I mean, he must be in agony.
Oh my God! I went to the danger zone.
There it is. Then he's taking off right here.
What's his face look like?
No. Actually, you gotta wait till it hits like the. No, it might be too long of a ramp. Yeah, that's too long of a ramp.
Sam Farley just texted us.
I can see it. I just saw it happening.
Should we send Tim into the bathroom now? Probably not with the YouTube
No, that's
camera.
against the law.
That
I
is against the
believe.
law. But we could have Tim waiting outside the bathroom.
Yes.
To interview Cappy, and we won't be able to hear it here, but that's okay. Oh man,
That was hilarious.
Meanwhile, since we did breaking news, have you seen the Russell Wilson? It is a final. He is officially retiring now, joining CBS Sports for their NFL coverage. And also, Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, is now a New York football giant again.
It's official?
It's official.
Oh,
Adam
wow.
Schefter reporting.
Okay.
It'll be
That's a
interesting.
nice way to end his career.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know he was, frankly, still playing.
Well, he was hurt last year.
Yeah.
He's been battling injuries for a long time. Honestly, he's been battling injuries since the Rams Super Bowl.
Where was Russell? Where did he was bouncing all around at the end.
He was with the Giants,
He
too.
was with the Giants, too?
He was the backup.
Oh, yeah, Jackson.
He started the season last year
That's right.
for
All right.
Jackson Dart.
You want to talk hoop with us, or you want to go to
I mean,
the
no,
Lindsay
it's
segment?
fine. I just it was such a hilarious moment. I didn't know how much longer we wanted to go on it, but yeah, I mean, I guess Tim can let us know when Cappy's relieved himself.
Meanwhile, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, always made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob. 800-345-6789. Oh, Cappy's back.
He's
That's
walking back.
800.
That was quick.
Yeah, it's kind of weirdly
Good
quick.
for him.
800-345-6789.
They got a bidet there all of a sudden in the office? I don't know about.
Call Jacob.com. I think he's getting it. Open the door. Let me hear what's going on here. Hey, how you feeling? Cappy, what happened? Cappy now returning to the studio.
Are you?
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
No.
Are you okay? Number one.
Thank you for asking. I'm better. Thank you.
That was fast.
Well, I tried to make it as fast as possible.
But the way you ran out of here, like, oh, it's happening now.
Yeah, now.
Now, I went back and looked at your face as you got up. It like it just hit you, and you're like, oh, I got to go.
If you go back and watch the YouTube, okay?
Can we put it up?
For about
just go back, replay?
There's like 90 seconds where I'm starting to get super uncomfortable and I'm starting to move around my chair. Like I'm trying to move it around, you know what I mean? To like wait it out a little bit.
It's amazing.
You know? And I'm sitting on the edge of my chair, and then finally it was like, okay, it's now or never. It's like you either get up and roll or you let it go. Yeah.
I think for the bit you should have let it go and then just do the announcement like, guys, I'm just sitting in it. And then we have to like take the chair outside and wash it down.
Wash it down? You got to throw this thing off the building directly into the dumpster. No good, man.
Throw that thing away.
Everything come out
Never
okay?
see it again.
Oh, yeah, George. Oh, it's wonderful. Just wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what a pleasure. I mean, just wonderful.
You didn't need to do that.
I mean, we have taken this bit
Yeah.
to all new heights.
No, this is it. I don't think we could top this one.
No, I don't think we can, actually.
I mean, I think the only way we could top it is you actually, like Chris said, like just going in it.
I mean, I think the funny thing of it is, though, is that I started the hour complaining about the $8 cup of Starbucks coffee, but in the
that's
end,
what ended up doing it?
right? Isn't it really, isn't it worth it? The $8?
Well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it cleared you out?
yeah, I mean, just takes whatever's in and just,
It was a latte, right?
Yeah.
So it's got all that milk in there.
well, it was
Yeah.
almond milk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almond milk.
Well, but almond milk's not dairy. That shouldn't do anything to
right.
it.
I know, but I know my stomach was like, thank you, but get ready.
It's the caffeine.
Oh, is that what
Well,
it is?
and Starbucks has a lot more caffeine than usual because they double roast the beans.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, double roasted.
I didn't know that.
So, Cappy, I don't know if you want to even pick up. I don't even remember where I was, to be honest.
You were on the Denver Nuggets, Carmelo
Oh, yeah.
Anthony.
Like, so that my
Right.
point is, like, yeah, like the Heat and the Nuggets never really, quote unquote, bottomed out, per se. Like, that's where, and they remained competitive. The Minnesota Timberwolves, yeah, they got Ant, obviously. But after that, they did a nice job of building up very quickly. Like, you have to, if you can't hit on the draft, which the Lakers cannot in this situation, like they're not going to hit like a star in the draft, you have to look at some teams and models that have been able to stay competitive for the most part and get to a finals or whatever. Like, you have to hit on the margins, basically.
I liked what you were saying earlier, though, and that is that the Lakers have got to develop some players. When I look at the Lakers roster and I think of some of these younger kids, they clearly have not been able to develop Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect will leave as a Laker at some point here soon, I'm guessing, and we'll look back on his career and go, yeah, there was that one game in Denver where I scored 30-something, and then there was another game that I played pretty decently, but Dalton Connect never really became much. When I think about Nick Smith Jr., I saw enough out of Nick Smith Jr. this past year to think there's something there. And the kid Thero, every time that young brother came off the bench, that guy would dunk on somebody before he even got loosened up. Right. And based on his body, 6'8", 220, and his guns, I mean, you can see that he's got a body that could develop into something as he gets a little bit older. So if you could develop Thero and Nick Smith, then maybe then you got a couple extra guys that you weren't really anticipating being real contributors. But you got to have a staff that can develop these kids.
Right, but those are the type of guys you need to develop. Like, you can't invest in two-way guys that can't be part of your roster, like your big roster. You can't draft a kid that high in the second round, trade up to get him, and not develop him to be a part of your rotation. Like, that is today's NBA. Like, you have to be able to do that.
So, Thero, Nick Smith Jr., and Bronny James.
Yeah.
All three of those young guys have got to be developed.
At least contribute in the rotation in some way, shape, or form.
So that they can ultimately...
I'm not saying it has to be exactly Nick Smith Jr., a two-way guy. Like, two-way guys miss plenty. But if you don't think he can contribute in a meaningful way to your rotation, then you need to assign a different two-way.
You really wrote in the YouTube chat that your classes were foggy?
Yeah, it's true. They were. They were a little foggy. I mean, I got super uncomfortable. George, I'm telling you, man, I was moving around.
I wish I was watching you. I only looked over because I noticed you got up. And that's when I turned, and then you were gone. And I was like, and then I finished my sentence, and then Chris said, "Did you see?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, I saw."
I just heard as I was running, and make no mistake, this was not a walk. This was a sprint. I heard Chris play the breaking news sounder. I'm like, oh, no.
Here we go. This is the replay on the YouTube. You're looking up. You're looking down. There's a level of consternation on your face.
Yeah.
Look at this.
You see the
brow
way
is furrowed.
Yeah. See the way I'm moving? I'm using the sides
you're looking
of the
left,
chair.
You're looking right. You're looking inside. Your eyes are all over the place. You're like, should I go? Should I not go?
You looked up at the clock to see how much time.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
you're trying to listen to me, but also debating, like, because you're thinking to yourself, if I stay here, I need to listen to what he's saying, but I'm not feeling great. I need to make a decision here.
Licking your lips. Like, what do I do here?
Yeah. There's a lot of blinking going on. All right, that's it. I think I'm getting close. That's it. I got to go.
Yeah,
I got to go.
It was 9:27, and I'm going, maybe there's like a break, a minute or two.
Why didn't you just say, hey, guys, can we take a break?
Because George is in the middle of a long, established rant about the Denver Nuggets and about how the Lakers should build like them, et cetera, et cetera. And by the way, just a final thought on all that, George. If you had Luka and you had Austin and you didn't have LeBron and you started working on some of these other players, I still think you're a competitive team. You're not a championship team, but you can compete.
Okay.
Don't you think?
I don't disagree with that.
We got to send that
you're not
video.
a championship team.
We got to send that video to the Dude Wipes.
The Dude Wipes, they need that video. Or depends.
Well,
At what
depends.
point
You would have sat in it.
At what point were you thinking to yourself, F it, I'm done. I can't do it.
Well, right at the end.
Yeah, I mean, because, again.
He tried to battle through,
Right.
like he did.
There's
you
a
could
decision.
just tell the look on his face was like, okay, I need to get through this. Like, I can get through this. Like, I can get through. Like, it was like mind over matter at that point.
Yep.
And then matter just said, nope, it ain't happening.
Right. It was a should I stay or should I go moment. If I stay, I will be trouble. And if I don't stay, it will be double or something like that. Because, again, go, take care of business, stay, let it go, create a problem for everybody for the rest of the day.
All right, time for the Winsey segment. For today, the Berkey segment. We like
Do you
to
need
play
a break, Cappy?
No, now I'm great. Now I'm
We
great.
like
Let's
to play
keep
a
rolling.
TV theme, or today, a game theme. Because on this day in 1983, Nintendo released the original Mario Brothers arcade game.
Oh, wow.
Super Mario Brothers. Of course, Cappy's going to pretend he doesn't know anything about that.
No, I do. I played it.
You did?
Yeah.
You jumped on those mushrooms?
Oh, big time.
The Winsey segment today, hosted by Berkey. Thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale, Jack. Take it away, Bergie.
All right, so whistleblower claims the CIA used 23andMe to hunt for alien DNA. This is such a Lindsay story. I love it so much. This sounds like a movie plot, but it is being reported that as a real claim. A whistleblower says the CIA secretly accused customer DNA from 23andMe and Ancestry to scan millions of profiles for a specific genetic marker linked to extraterrestrials. The claim was made on the American Alchemy podcast and originated with a former member of the CIA's old remote viewing program. The CIA has not commented. 23andMe and Ancestry deny it ever happened, and most experts are calling it deeply unverified. But the story is blowing up online. Have you ever taken one of those at-home DNA tests?
No,
and would
but
you do it now?
Someone did send. I think 23andMe sent me one, and I never used it. It just sat, in a drawer.
How do you do it? Do you swab like the inside of your mouth? Like, how do you do it?
I think it's you swab the inside of your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like saliva. So maybe they thought I was an X-Man or something, and they they were looking
Real
for
quick,
the
Cap, before you answer, kill the bed for a
trait.
second.
Kill it.
Our MC, Ron Mitchell, is just standing in there. We're not off. We're not done for 20 more minutes.
You can take a seat, relax.
Just chill, Ron.
We're not done for 20 more
Take
minutes.
a load
You're
off.
just standing here.
Chill out, man.
Yeah.
All right. You can put the bed back up. Go ahead, Cap. Would you swab the mouth?
So, George, I, like you, received a 23andMe kit for a gift, and I never opened it. And so then Rachel, who got it for me as a gift, I think she was probably looking into my DNA. She's like, I wonder what this guy's really all about. Right? Like, before I make a real commitment here, I better know what's really going on. And but I never opened it. And so then she got as I recall, like a little bit insulted, like, hey, I got you this gift, and, it's pretty cool, and you never did it. And so then she regifted it to her mother. And then her mother wound up telling me, she goes, Scott, you're not going to believe this. I go, yeah, tell me. She goes, I'm 0.0001 Jewish. I'm like, all right, way to go.
Mazel.
Way to go, mama. So I would like to do it. I don't have this sort of paranoia around like 23andMe is going to sell my information. The government's going to know stuff about me. Dude, I'm walking around with a phone. You guys know everything about me.
Oh, we know
everything. But they were just wanting to see if you were an alien.
Well,
would you want to be an alien? If you found out that you had some alien in you.
If 23andMe proved I'm a little Martian.
It's worked for Wemby.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. Yeah. I'd like to be a lot more like Wemby.
Oh, Ron left.
Ron's out now?
I guess he didn't want to sit here for the next 20 minutes.
Wonder what his problem is.
You could be in MIB 4
Yeah.
or 5 or 7, whichever how many there are.
Yeah.
I think there's 3.
3?
I don't know.
All right. What's next?
All right, want to feel less lonely? Go do something by yourself. A new study out of Norway just flipped the loneliness conversations on its head. Researchers surveyed more than 2,500 people and found that spending time outside near water actually reduced loneliness, and the effect was strongest when people did it alone.
Wet. What happens?
The key was not socializing, but feeling connected to nature and emotionally tied to a place. A quiet solo walk along the shore beat joining a group activity every time. What is your favorite thing to do completely by yourself, Sedano?
I like going to the movies by myself because I don't like people talking to me. And I haven't gone to the movies in a long time, but I do generally like going to the movies by myself. I would also say, like, when I'm on the road, I love breakfast, right? So I like to have breakfast, as we all know. I eat it sometimes on the air. There's, like, some cities, like, I know there's, like, a really good diner close by the hotel, and I'll walk to the diner and just sit there, and I'll put my AirPods on, and I'll listen to something. After I order food, and I just eat my breakfast, and then I'll head out back to the hotel. Like, to me, that's one. I don't mind just sitting at a counter at a diner and just having, like, breakfast.
I actually like doing a lot of things by myself. Recently, when my daughter graduated from college, I was in New Orleans. And because my ex-wife and I can't be in the same place at the same time, when the graduation was over, I said, okay, kids, I'll leave now so that Mom can come in and you guys can hang out with Mom. I walked the city streets of New Orleans by myself.
It's great, right?
I sat down at
I walk all the time.
Yeah, I sat down at, like you said, a diner. I sat at a bar at a diner. I wound up talking a little bit to the girl who ran the diner. I I had dinner one night by myself. I sat at a bar. I had a basketball game on. I had my AirPods in. I know a lot of times you see somebody in a restaurant by themselves and you somewhat kind of feel sorry for them. Like, oh, that person's by themselves. They have nobody to sit and hang out with. I freaking love it because I'm not really alone that much. You know?
It feels good to be alone. I have a coffee shop down the street from me that's called Marie at Sea, and I've been going there for years. I go there, I get a coffee.
How much?
The coffee?
Yeah.
Well, it's a 12-ounce, but a pretty big coffee. It's like a 5-something.
A lot less than Starbucks.
Yeah, I don't like Starbucks, so that's a whole other thing.
Okay.
But
you know how his stomach is. He's got the stomach stuff too.
Yeah, he got the same problem.
Definitely
12 ounces, you're going to run.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's like immediate, too. That's like when you want to flush it out, you get this, and you're good.
You know, at home, by the way, it doesn't even take a sip. It just takes the smell.
Right.
You know, once I smell the coffee, boom, got to go.
But I get a nice tuna sandwich, tuna wrap, and I sit there for like 30 minutes. It's great.
I could go for some tuna today.
Tuna sounds nice.
Yeah.
Tuna is nice.
It is nice. I've been thinking about a tuna sandwich for a couple of weeks.
You know, they got that nice tuna sandwich down at Black Gold. It's a nice tuna sandwich.
Down at Black Gold. That's 50 miles from here.
I know. We're not going to go there. You know who else got a really good tuna sandwich?
Who?
Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
Nah, not good, huh? You don't like it?
You know who's got a really nice one?
Who dat?
Mendocino.
Mendocino.
Mendocino
Farms.
yeah.
Okay. Have not had the tuna salad there.
What about the dog downstairs? They got tuna for me today?
You know, the dog is a very good chicken salad. I don't know about the tuna salad. Anybody know about?
Kasim, you like tuna?
I have a funny story about tuna, honestly.
Go ahead. Why not? It's the YouTube hour.
So when I was a kid, my mom made like a tuna sandwich for me, and I just like refused to eat it. And she said, "You're not going to eat anything until that plate is like finished." And this was like
go
lunchtime.
on, Mom. Yeah.
So didn't eat it. Waited until at least like maybe 10 p.m. and started crying the whole day. Didn't eat anything. Ate the sandwich, and now I love tuna. So
there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Good job,
Nice.
Mom.
Nice.
Listen to Mom.
Yeah. Anybody know if Jimmy John's got a good tuna?
I bet
Probably.
they do.
Yeah, you think
probably
so?
got a good tuna.
On that bread?
Oh, that bread is so
that bread
good.
with the tuna would be
so
great.
good. You jimmied up.
I don't like tuna either, so
No?
don't worry about it.
That doesn't surprise me. Knowing you, that you would be anti-tuna.
Give me like tuna, give me a tuna.
No, I like a tuna sandwich.
But
Yeah,
like that,
nice tuna
that
sandwich.
stuff from the can, get out of here.
What do you mean the stuff in the can? What's wrong with the stuff in the can?
Eh.
You chop it up nice and fine.
Oh, yeah.
Throw a little bit of onion, maybe a little relish in
By
there.
the way, even sometimes I'm craving tuna so much, I'll get those tuna kits from the grocery store where you like make your own little thing.
Oh, I love those.
It's
from
got Charlie the tuna on there.
Oh, no. I was talking about the one that's in the pre-made section in the deli section.
Oh,
where
yeah,
the-
I'll get
where,
that, too.
They've got the pre-made tuna
Oh, yeah.
and then crackers on the side.
Sater Brothers has got a great one.
Good.
But
Very
you could
good.
also just get Charlie the tuna.
Where can we get a good tuna sandwich today?
We're going to find out.
Yeah, we are.
We got a busy day.
Yeah, we do.
Owner, founder, Craig Carmeson's in town.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
Say
recording.
hi to Carmi for me.
Yeah, I'll say hi to Carmi. He's flying in on the jet at 1. He's got a meeting at 3:15. Recording with me at 4:15. Red eye back out. And he's going to slap Cappy around at 6:15.
Yeah, we got to do that a little bit. Maybe we'll get him a tuna sandwich. You know?
I wonder if that kid likes tuna.
I bet he loves tuna.
You think so?
Oh, I think he loves it. And I think he likes like a nice pumpernickel bread, you know, like, right?
Yeah.
Toasted a little bit, maybe even grilled a little bit.
Maybe they'll make him a tuna sand on the jet.
You know, nice tuna melt.
Oh, that tuna melt's
Tuna
nice.
melt is good with like some
yeah.
Swiss cheese, avocado on it,
Yeah,
tomato.
I like a cheddar on there.
A cheddar.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheddar.
I could eat tuna right now the way we're talking about
I know,
it.
really. Who
Sounds
knows?
really good right now.
Who got the best tuna sandwich in downtown LA? Who got it?
I don't know. We're going to have to find it.
Yeah, somebody got an idea.
All right.
You want to do one more? Or
Sure,
you
why
wanna...
not?
Yeah, what the hell?
Kasim, what do you
why
think?
not?
Should we do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
All right, let's do
All
one
right,
more.
Study reveals the words Americans can't spell, and California has a problem. So a new study analyzed Google search data to figure out which words Americans are constantly typing, how do you spell, into the search bar. The top offender nationally is bougie,
I don't know how to spell bougie.
followed by favorite, through, business, and tomorrow. The study also broke it down by state, and California's most misspelled word is different. Other oddities include Georgia struggling with Chihuahua, Minnesota with ukulele, and North Carolina with spaghetti. What is the one word you can never seem to spell right on the first try? Kathy?
But is this because I don't know how to spell it, or is this because I screw up the typing?
Just what you do.
I mean,
no, you don't know how to spell.
I mean, different. I don't understand why people have a hard time with different. Isn't it different?
Yeah,
Different.
that one's not hard. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not hard at all.
When I was a kid and I was, preparing for like spelling things in school, I always had a hard time with surprise because it's the surprise, right? So there's the sir in there. I would always pronounce it surprise, but I didn't pronounce it surprise. Like February. February, but when you call it, you're like February.
That R messes you
The
up.
R messes me up. But I mean, like ukulele, I'd have no chance spelling ukulele.
U-K-E-L-E-E.
You sure about that?
I would never be able to spell.
Okay, but bougie, as an example. Here's how I would try and spell bougie.
is easy, you know?
Well, here's how I would
although,
spell it.
you know that bougie in French is not really like what people think it is.
What is it?
It's like a candle.
Oh, really?
Bougie is a candle?
Yeah,
Oui, oui.
like if you spell bougie, B-O-U-G-I-E is the way people use it. It's a slang. It's not like a real word. It's in French, it's really a candle.
But if I were going to try and spell bougie right now, here's how I'd try and spell it. B-O-U-G-I-E.
Yeah.
That's
Is that right?
That's right.
Oh, because it's very close to boogie. You know what I'm saying?
It is close to boogie.
Right. You don't bougie down, you boogie down. But I didn't know that was the right way of spelling bougie. Okay, all right.
Yep. Speaking of French, Cappy, I know last week we talked about the insane Yannick Sinner match in France.
Yeah.
Then there was another insane match the next day where Novak Djokovic went down in the third round. I love the French Open is completely off tilt. Coco Gauff is out.
Yeah.
There's like all these superstars are out of this event. This tournament, I don't know what it is. I love watching it. Maybe it's the clay. Maybe it's the people sliding all around. It is unbelievable television every time I put it on.
So the clay freaks me out. And I realized this morning why it freaks me out. Because I was watching early this morning. This is about like 4:30-ish this morning. I'm driving, I'm doing like 80 miles an hour. And I'm watching this match between these two young ladies. I didn't know who either of them were. But they both had like that Russian sounding-ish kind of last name kind of thing, And there you go. There it is. And I didn't know who they were. I just didn't know what their names were. But these two girls were going back and forth and back and forth. And I'm like, I'm watching this because I know you're into it, so I'm trying to get into it. But watching tennis on clay, it's just hard for me. It's like watching golf at the British Open where it's gray and it's cold and it's windy and the course is brown. Like, it doesn't look like golf to me. Tennis on clay doesn't look good to me. But I think, George, I figured it out this morning. When I was still playing football, there were a lot of multi-use stadiums. So I played a football game in Anaheim where the Angels play, but that's where the Rams used to play. Played down in San Diego in a game where the Chargers and the Padres played. Played a game in, I want to say it was Oakland, and that's where the Raiders and the A's play. And as a kicker, the worst place to try and kick a field goal on the field was in between second and third base because you had no plan. You couldn't.
Right.
So I was always slipping and sliding all over the place, and I was paranoid as all hell. And so just watching tennis on clay where everybody's sliding all over, I don't know. It just doesn't look good to me.
Michael Thompson and I have been texting back and forth about it. And by the way, did you see it is official now?
No.
Serena is coming back.
Yes,
at
I did
the
see
Queen's tournament, which is the kind of the precursor to Wimbledon.
I did see that. I did see the announcement that Serena's coming back.
By the way, it looks like Marie's Coffee and Deli on 7th and Flower. We walk by here all the time. I've never been to Marie's. Has a great tuna sandwich, according to Google searches.
Marie's Coffee and Deli.
7th and Flower, not far from the 7th and Fig where I get on the train.
Okay.
We got to check this out. Marie's Coffee and Deli.
I may go there today and bring it back.
It closes at 3 p.m., though.
Oh, no, I'll be back before then.
You gonna give me a tuna sandwich?
I'm going to get a tuna sandwich. Yeah, everybody put it in order.
Get a few.
For
Get a
Marie's.
few.
Yeah, we'll try them out.
You want to share a tuna sandwich?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Like we'll do the video? Like,
Oh,
you know-
no, that's gross because the tuna is going to come flying out all over the place. It's going to be a big mess. Yeah. All that mayo.
Oh, yeah. You ready to wrap up this thing? Or what?
I don't know. What do you think, Bergie? Good?
Yeah, I mean, wrap it up.
All good.
Yeah, let's do it.
Who were these two girls I was watching play this morning?
I don't know. I mean, it's there are a lot of women playing in the tournament, is what I would say. So
Let's see if I can figure it out here.
Time for our Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar of the day for Monday, June 1st. Can you believe it's June 1st already?
Gosh, I can't believe how fast this year is going.
Be aware of positive burnout, Cappy. Worry gets in the way of your wisdom and common sense. As you let go of fear, as you investigate your feelings of burnout, you may discover that your feelings are trying to tell you something, point you in a new direction, redirect your energy, or something else that is positive in nature. And there's our Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar of the day, direct from the book. Don't sweat the small stuff, sucker. Well,
Cappy,
the book doesn't say sucker.
was it Anna Kalinskaya and Anastasia Potapova?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't
good
know.
match.
I have no idea.
Well, that's a good
I have
one.
no idea.
It was it or was it not?
It was on this morning. It was probably 4:30 a.m. this morning, and it was a beautiful sunny day in Paris.
Well, because the only other matches in the women's side that have come up also have like names that are normal, like normal, like American sounding names. Like Diane Parry, although she's French. But yeah, so if it's two Eastern Bloc names, it would be Anna Kalinskaya versus Anastasia Potapova.
And they were going at it, these two girls.
Yeah, I mean, it ended in a third set tiebreak.
That's the match I was watching.
That's good tennis action on a Monday.
That's the match I was watching. What were their names?
Anastasia Potapova, who beat Coco Gauff.
You're just trying to get me to hit it again, aren't you?
And Anna Kalinskaya.
I'm trying to find the results, man.
Who is Russian? Anna Kalinskaya
See?
is Russian. Yeah. So you can actually play it for once.
All right, we'll do it again.
Nicely done.
Yeah, and by the way, Anastasia Potapova is Austrian, but Russian-born.
Oh, boy.
So there you go.
I wonder if Russia gets residuals every time we play it.
We get banned in
Well, no,
Russia
they
for a
just
long
hack
time.
our Comrex system.
That they do. That's exactly right.
I hit the dealer's choice for me, Kasim.
And by the way, thanks to everybody for not giving me a hard time about watching tennis while doing 80 miles an hour in the dark.
It's time for the
Was Brian
dealer's...
Anderson on the call?
I don't know that. I don't recall.
It is time for the dealer's choice real deal. Thanks to Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. Providence Realty, DRE 019-15212, Cappy.
I want to give a shout-out to a band from L.A. that everybody's going to know, but I saw them last night. And this is the band Los Lobos. George, you like a little Los Lobos?
Yeah, para bailar la bamba.
Sí. So I was last night at a tiny little music festival in my hometown, my little beach town called Solana Beach. The festival is called Fiesta del Sol, and it's my favorite thing to do every year. It's 2 days. It's up-and-coming acts, and then you'll end on a Sunday with a band like Los Lobos. Let me tell you something about Los Lobos if you've never seen them. They're amazing. Like, you may not know every song, but you just see the drums with the bongos. There's so much percussion, the saxophone, the keyboards, all the different instruments that they all play. The lead guitar guy takes off his guitar and plays instruments. I don't even know what they are. It's like something, like a little metal piece with I don't know what it is. And then like one of those little organs. What do they call those organs where you have them on
Ukulele?
No, not a ukulele. What do they call those? It's like a little piano organ-y thing that you have on your...
not a harmonica.
like on your belly. Like you're carrying it, but it's like a piano and it's like a... And they're all wearing Dodger hats, right?
All right.
So all the Los Lobos guys are wearing Dodger hats. And they go like this at one point during the show. They go, "We got anybody here from East L.A.? And don't you know, L.A.
Accordion,
Cap,
an accordion,
right? L.A. Cap starts going, East L.A., I'm in the house, baby. East L.A. is in the house.
Sure, everybody loved that.
Everybody was looking at me like, don't you live like in Cardiff, like up the road here? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm, East L.A. Cap, La Bamba. Guys, you still got your A game. And I just got to give it up to La Bamba. I saw him again last night. And by the way,
Los Lobos.
Excuse me, Los Lobos. I saw him 2 years earlier at a festival up in Mammoth called Bluesapalooza. These guys are still so great. I brought out La Bamba just because that's the song that everybody knows. Everybody knows the movie, the Richie Valens movie. But hey guys, Los Lobos, you guys are still to this day freaking amazing, and you blew the top off the place last night as the sun was setting at the beach. Spectacular. Congratulations, Los Lobos. You guys still got your A game. That's it. That's all.
All right.
Just sending out some love to Los Lobos. That's all.
I like it, Captain.
Mucho amor.
I like it.
There you go.
That's going to do it for the Monday edition of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, which we'll always remember this day, June 1st. Not because it's finally June 1st, because Cappy stormed out of the show to do a scrape. A day that will live in infamy. We'll see you tomorrow morning for a Live Imaging Tuesday. presented by Providence, bright and early at 7 a.m., and we'll be wide awake at 7. Oh, my gosh, my mic just came off. Well, people have been waiting for this for years.
Your mic is finally gone.
Engineering top-notch around here. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m., Sucker.